Going live.
Whoa, we're live! Whoa!
We are live.
Oh my God!
We're live and we're recording. This is crazy.
Are we gonna do the purge thing?
We are.
Okay.
Shall we just do that?
Yeah, it's put on. It's funny. I love it.
I want to speed it up though.
That's fine.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the weekly podcast sanctioned by the government of Wonderland. Swear words of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the podcast. All other swear words are restricted. Wonderland officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the podcast and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 2 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until the podcast concludes. Blessed be our Wonderland leaders in America, a nation reborn. LIW The Twilight Zone review is now in effect.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW The Twilight Zone review, episode 276. We're doing 3 1985 episodes today.
That was painful.
So painful.
Well, I would say 2 out of 3 were okay, but one was really bad.
Hold on.
Yes.
Because I mentioned before we start recording, I'm going to play a game.
Yeah.
This episode is 120A, Profile in Silver. I watched these yesterday about 11 a.m., noon, somewhere in there, you know. Early afternoon, late morning. But the point is, that night I was getting stuff ready for the show, setting up the live stream. I went, Profile in Silver. I literally watched it 6 hours ago. I have no memory of it. I have my notes, and I don't want to look at them. I've been trying to think all day what the fuck this episode is, and I got nothing. I have no idea. So do you want to... What's the least helpful hint you can start with? What's work there so I can remember what this episode is?
Aura. I'm the president of the United States of America.
Got it.
Yeah. I don't make any sense at the end of the episode. It doesn't make any sense at all. Time travel wise, I was confused completely.
All right, got my notes now. Now I know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Oh shit. I meant to pull a clip. I wish I looked at my notes sooner because I meant to pull a clip. But it's from something else, though.
Something else?
Yeah, because his impression, his version of... It's not even... It's the teacher in the beginning of this episode.
Yeah.
What the fuck is his name? I have no idea what his real name is.
He's a character actor. He's been around a bunch of stuff, yeah.
But no idea what his name is.
Or he does, his accent's like that. I work at Harvard. I'm going to come out and see you there, Jack.
Their accent is so fucking irritating.
I have a silver coin in my pocket here. It's good luck, and it's from 1964, even though this is 1963, and it's going to be a dead giveaway when they catch me, you know.
Or you'd be like, oh, it was a misprint, and his face is on it.
Well, I didn't know that it's illegal. Actually, this episode taught me something, that it's illegal to put living people on currency.
It's not illegal to put living people on currency. It's illegal to make your own currency, which is they're assuming they did.
Yeah.
And standards to have a living person on a coin. But they think he manufactured the coin on his own.
Well, it seems that you remember the episode great now, don't you?
Now I do. Yeah, once you said
that woke you up. That's weird. Jesus.
I really had no memory of this until it just all came back like childhood abuse.
You just remembered you got raped by John F. Kennedy.
Jack Laird
Jr. And you know what the best part was? Jack Kennedy, JFK was played by Andrew Robinson, who also was in the "Hey, what's up, bro?" episode of the Twilight Zone '85. He must have shot this the same day.
The private channel episode.
Yeah, which was so fucking terrible.
I could pull that on my ass, but not this. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there.
I wish I forgot Act Break, not this one.
Oh, Act break. Well, that was the first one, right?
No, that's the second one.
Oh, was Act break the second one? Because that one, literally, we don't have to talk about that one at all.
Yeah, that's why I did 3 today. So it's only 13 minutes, but this one I'm gonna try to see if I can find a clip of what I'm looking for. I wonder if I can do this.
Aura.
All right, we'll see if I can pull it up in time and if it works. But here's him in profile in silver. Of course, it's gonna freeze because why not? Why wouldn't it? You know. There it goes. Hold on. I just want to get his voice here.
Yeah.
Because it's 1963. He's teaching at Harvard University. It's November 21st. But listen to his voice.
See, in order to foot the bills for the new government. In this case, the anti-federalists were landowners who favored paper in order to pay off their own.
But he sounds like the lighthouse keeper from a Rick and Morty episode.
Yeah.
Watch this for a second. I hope this is actually going to play right. All right, here's Rick and Morty.
Know it. Juicy stops when her high heel gets caught in the grating of a sewer. Suddenly, a man steps in the frame and points a gun at her. This is not her day.
His cadence is it not the exact same?
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be Garrison Keillor.
I don't know.
Oh.
He's reading a terrible screenplay to him.
Yeah.
It's in the Purge episode, ironically.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's fitting for our intro and outros. Our new intro outros that were forced on us by the government of Wonderland.
Get it?
So let's see. In his office, he goes to his office after his lecture, and then some woman fucking like bloop, 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 appears in his office.
Yes.
It reminded me of that Lost and Found or Found and Lost episode. Remember where there's time travelers in her closet stealing her coffee cup?
Yeah.
Remind me of that.
Yeah, I was getting flashbacks of that for a minute. I was like, oh, God, no, not that episode again.
That was one of the first ones we did for 85, if not the first one.
Yeah, it's up there.
That was something awful. And that was like 8 minutes, and it was still 5 minutes, and it was unwatchable.
Yeah, it was bad.
But the woman shows up, and they start having this really obvious conversation, like, what's it like 200 years in the future where we're both from, and I came back here to study history, who my relatives who are JFK.
Yeah, that made no sense to me.
What? Why in 200 years does he look exactly like JFK is beyond me, or they think he does?
He didn't even look like JFK.
No,
nothing.
Everyone thinks he does, though, so I accept it.
So is that the joke? Like, is that why because okay, spoiler alert, they switched places at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
which makes no sense. It's stupid. Because if he doesn't die, then what's the point? He has to die. He can't live in the future. It doesn't make any sense.
He does. He goes to the future and he tells stories.
But his great grandson takes his place and gets shot in the back of the head 3 times.
Yeah.
To stop the end of the world, because that's what was going to happen if Kennedy lived. Well, that's great.
I want Time Cop. Where's JCVD? He's throw people out a window. Someone needed to show up here and put an end to this shit, because what they're doing seems horribly wrong. And it almost resulted in the end of the world.
Well, what an asshole. He changed his time. Like, that's the first rule of time travel. You don't change time.
Yes.
And he walks around. He needs a computer to tell him, oh, by the way, this is a bad idea. This is scenario 1, total destruction of the Earth, 12%. Total destruction of life on Earth, 12%. Like, oh, God. What did I do? What did I do?
Oh, God.
Oh, no, look what I did there. Oh, no.
We'll get us Sam Adams and talk this over. I can't do it. It's slipping away. It's going Minnesotan.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, he talks to the lady, he's relative of JFK. And then he starts telling the story about how he invented this thing. This is his experiment. He wants to try this out. I'm like, did this guy invent Assassin's Creed? Is that what happened here?
I think so.
It's crazy. It's the same fucking plot of Assassin's Creed. He's going through his relatives' memories and reliving them.
But it's not his relatives' memories. He's able to go back in time,
Yeah.
and so is she, because she shows up, and she's in the flesh because she's talking to the agent who says, "Oh, I know this isn't him," because it's pretty obvious it's not JFK because they swap places. Which I guess, if that was the case, why could you just put anybody in that spot and let him get shot?
Hey, it always happened that way, though.
Stupid. This episode sucked.
It's interesting in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's boring. It was kind of like, oh, really? This is where they're going with it? Ugh. And he's an idiot time traveler because he's got the fucking coin and keeps flipping around like an idiot. He's on Air Force One, by the way. He's already changed time. So shouldn't that quarter disappear if he's changed time?
Not if it's always happened that way. That's how it happened originally, which I don't agree with that theory of time travel.
Well, he changed time already. This was the whole point of it. He's changed the timeline.
No, he changed it, but that's a little thing that got folded over and erased anyway. So anything that happens in most of this episode doesn't even matter because he just went back and then rewrote it. So everything we're watching for the most part in this episode got erased.
Well, the best part of the episode was the part where he went and fucked Marilyn Monroe. Or I'm going to not go to Texas, and I'm going to go to Hollywood and have a 3-weekend bender with Marilyn and Joan Crawford.
He's going to have like 4 to 7 bros on the side with him.
Bro, what's up, JFK? What's up, JFK? What's up, bro? Let's get some pussy, bro.
RFK is just a cokehead and pussy hound.
What's up, bro? Let's do it. Teddy was already the pussy hound and cokehead, who always was and he murdered a woman, so there's that too. How Teddy Kennedy kept getting the nominated senator in his hometown baffles my mind. Those people are idiots.
I love the fact that in this episode he's basically like, I have to die. Okay, I'll do that. And he's kind of like, if it's what I'm supposed to do to keep my family alive, I'm like, all of your family dies in horrific ways. All of them.
Well, they didn't know that in 1985.
I know. It's just thinking about a fucking stray tree and then a plane crash and just so many deaths in that.
Well, here's the thing. Your brother gets shot. One brother dies. Another brother kills a woman. Your son dies horribly. And then your legacy is tarnished forever because we find out you're a big fat whore who liked the morphine.
Hey, who wouldn't?
All right, I love it. It's fantastic. It's wonderful.
He had a war injury. Leave him alone.
But Oliver Stone made a great movie about it.
Very factual movie about it.
Even though it's complete lies. Yeah. It is 100% lies.
You get to see Kevin Bacon in gold. That's all you need. He's a twink.
And you get to see Joe Pesci beat the shit out of TLJ in a homosexual fantasy. You're mine, Mary. And then right. I love A Fairy Named Fairy when Dave Ferry, when Joe Pesci just goes crazy. He starts telling the story, smoking Lucky Strikes. Black coffee, black, give it to me. Oh, man, CIA. The AC pays for keeps. Oh, man. He just goes crazy.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Oh, JFK is great. That's one of my yearly watches is JFK.
I've been meaning to rewatch Natural Born Killers because I love that movie.
That one's okay. That one I don't really care for.
We're kind of opposite on that.
Yeah, it's okay. I need to watch it again.
Like, yeah.
I need to watch that one again.
I like JFK. The Doors, I think we both agree, is very overrated. Again, very factual.
Alexander, the Great movie, was terrible.
I never watched it.
That was fucking terrible.
Any cut of it. You can re-release a cut every year. I won't watch any of it.
I think I saw that movie with Michael at the theater.
Yeah, I was going, oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah, you didn't want to see that one?
No.
You didn't miss a thing.
No. I at that time in my life, I did not like Colin Farrell.
Well, I mean, he didn't do much to curry favor in that period of his career.
Yeah, it wasn't until a few years later when I started to go, oh, okay, he's actually trying now.
Like in Bruges.
I haven't seen In Bruges, but Seven Psychopaths went, okay, yeah.
Well, in Bruges is what I think changed the trajectory for him.
Yeah, I want to watch that. I know it's the same guy that did Seven Psychopaths.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, In Bruges is great.
He's great in The Gentleman. He's great in a few things. True Detective.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
Show's not that great the season he's in, but he's great in it.
He's good in it, yeah.
So, okay, so this episode, he stops JFK assassination by just going, hey, don't get shot.
Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Because I was watching it, and I was like, he's in the crowd, and he goes, oh, where'd you come from? Oh, Harvard. I'm here with my camera. Oh, yeah. And then I like turned around. All of a sudden, he's in the plane with JFK. I was like, what? What happened? He saved him already?
All they show of the saving him is JFK goes, ugh.
Oh.
And everyone ducks. You hear the gunshots, and then he goes on the side. The guy from the end, the security guard, is just like, hey, come on with us. And they get in Air Force One, and he's sitting there. He finds the coin on Air Force One.
Yeah, because he's fucking flipping around like an idiot.
Yeah.
And it rolls out of his hand to the security guys.
So dumb.
The guy, the Secret Service guy. Fuck, I couldn't think of
it early either. So,
oh my god, yeah, this episode just was okay. I don't know.
They mention right before they get on Air Force One, they're heading there and they're like, "Stormy, it wasn't storming earlier," and he's like, "Yeah, there's tornadoes breaking out everywhere."
See, I thought that was going to be the twist. Was he was going to be on the plane and the plane was going to crash. Because Lyndon B. Johnson's saying, I got to stay here on the ground because of the hurricanes and things. So you have fun on that plane when it blows up. I'll be over here. Because he's in on it.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought that was going to be the twist. Like he's going to be on the plane and all of a sudden, like he sees a box under the seat when he flips his coin. I thought it was going to roll and he was going to find a bomb on it. And he's going, oh, no. And then they all die. They all blow up. And then it's even a worse future because then the world goes to war because it was an obvious attack from the Soviets or something. But no, this was much worse. This just kept going in a stupid direction.
It's one of the few conspiracy theories about JFK I kind of believe. If you said LBJ's involved, I'm like,
no,
I could see that. Yeah. The dude's a mean son of a bitch and seemed power hungry. I don't know.
He had a big cock.
Big old cock and around his bunghole.
Big.
13-inch up around the bunghole.
Like that, that guy had a big ass dick. And he liked to show it too.
Damn right.
He's
the first naturalist president, I think.
Like literally, he showed his cock wherever he went.
Yeah.
Look at my cock. Look at this big ass beast right here. Oh, look, touch it if you like to.
He's like, I think we are going to sign this peace treaty.
Oh my God!
I split the pine on the table there. Yeah.
I'll fight you with my big Texas cock. He doesn't talk like that.
No.
I don't know why he's talking like JFK.
He went from Boston to regulars.
Do you think JFK and him had dueling cock sections? Because you think JFK had a big cock? I think it was okay.
Yeah.
He was just more pretty and Lyndon was ugly, but he could like really fuck you good.
I like how people think JFK was attractive, and I look at him like, ugh.
No,
he looks like a kind of gremlin-ish.
A little bit.
He's not ugly. He's not. I wouldn't look at him and go, whoa. Like
he looks like President Kennedy.
Yeah.
Like no one else could look like that.
Yeah, he finds out. He goes back to the office, Oval Office. They're talking about the coin. They bring him back in. Turns out Khrushchev was assassinated instead of JFK. And then he goes to
why?
He talks to his Captain Planet ring. And he's like, what's going on with the timeline? He's like, it is unstable.
You screwed up. You should not have done this, you idiot. You're supposed to be a professor and you're an idiot.
Chances of survival, 12%.
Oh my God, what have I done?
Oh, I love those odds. I'm a gambling man. Oh, yeah.
I bet you I can fix this problem in 2 shakes. But first, I'm going to Hollywood and fucking Marilyn Monroe.
We should just let it ride. Fuck it. 12%? 12%? Throw those dice.
It's time to end it. I was pissed off 200 years in the future. I'm pissed off now. Let's see it burn.
Fuck this world.
Fuck the world.
That's why I love Cabin in the Woods. Just fuck yourself, world.
Mr. Wayne, some men just want to watch the world burn.
About so many members of the Wayne family.
How did you defeat the bandit? Oh, we burnt the forest down. He was thrown away. I saw a boy with a gemstone the size of a tangerine.
He just tangerine so quickly. I love it.
Tangerine.
How many times collectively do you think we've seen The Dark Knight?
Oh, God, probably 5,000 times. When it was in theaters, I think I saw it 10 times.
I saw it at
in
least
theaters.
Twice. Three times.
Well,
I saw it came out when I moved here. So I saw it before I moved. Got here, watched it again in theater. And then when Dark Knight Rises came out, I watched the marathon all together. 3 times, yeah.
Yeah, because I was in LA for it, so I saw it in IMAX like 4 times, and I kept going to ArcLight and watching the Dome, and if someone was like, "You want to go see Dark Knight?" I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
I was like, it's just everybody wanted to see it a couple more times. I didn't pay for it, so that's probably a plus. I got it for free most of the time, so I had free tickets. So that's kind of why I saw it so many times, as I could afford to see it.
If you told me it was on right now, I'd be like,
"Yeah,
what's right?"
I gotta watch this movie, Dark Knight, again.
Yeah,
I'm like a dog chasing cars. I don't know what to do if I caught one.
I love the fact that he tells so many lies in that movie.
Yeah,
he goes his line right when he says that. He's like, "Do I really look like a man with a plan? Like, you have a really intricate plan. Are you kidding me?
You think this out. You're really smart.
You thought everything, like in the shot where they're the scene where they're in their trucks and he's like rolls down the window and he shoots the cop. I'm like, that right there, that scene in the slaughter thing, and it rolls up and they shoot him.
Yeah.
Like, that is so much planning. Are you kidding me?
You had to purposely get a circus truck with a trailer that says laughter, so you can put an S next to the laughter for slaughter.
Yeah, like
that's a lot of planning.
Just the fact that they shot those cops, he pulls on and shoots the cops and takes the truck just so he can block a part of the road so they're diverted onto Lower Fifth. That right there is
the fire truck thing. Yeah. And he had guys on the roof with those guns with the cable wires that screwed up the helicopter. So he knew they were going to have helicopters coming.
He had a shade hooked up to a switch.
Yeah.
When the timer went off, so Bruce Wayne got shot at. Like, that is yes, you seem like a man with a very intricate plan, sir. Despite all this, yes, you do, sir.
I only half-ass plan these things.
Do I really seem like a man with a very intricate
actually,
plan?
Yes, you do. You are very good at what you do.
He's sitting there holding, like, Joker's Bible. It's like super thick.
Well, he did say if you're good at something, never do it for free. So.
Yeah. But
half.
My favorite scene in the entire movie is when we're going to have tryouts.
Yeah.
Make it quick. Yeah.
That's a good one. And Gamble. Wait. We're going to talk about that anymore?
Yeah. Now we have to talk about Profound Silver.
We're done. That's it.
I forgot what it was. I forgot entirely.
I think we're done. That was it. Like he goes back in time. He fucks up. He has to replace himself with Kennedy because he sends Kennedy into the future at the end because I guess that's the only way to fix it. But Kennedy pretty much assumed that he had to die. So he said Kennedy accepts the fact that, yeah, I have to die. Put me back so I get shot. But then the other guy does it. So it's like, what?
Yes. I do want to go back a bit to when they're talking about the coin and how it's from the future, and they start talking about very in detail the laws of coins.
Yes.
But then he got his camera taken away in Air Force One. He brings out, he's like, I can't figure out how to fucking open this thing. It's crazy. And he goes in there, and our main character pulls it out and goes, look, I'm from the future, and shows him. And this is what it looks like.
Oh, my God.
This is all it takes to convince Kennedy to go kill himself.
That's a hologram.
It doesn't even look real. Look, they're not even moving. It's like Archer.
I forgive it for it's 85.
I'm a historian, Mr. President.
Look at that.
That should be the poster. Just amazing.
Yeah, look at that.
We don't have sound on this camera yet. In 200 years in the future.
This is as good as it's going to get because 1985.
Yeah.
Sorry, with this budget, you're lucky we got this.
Even though we already have the audio from that scene, we can't just play people cheering.
Even though the Zapruder film is public domain.
I dare to say the Zapruder film is a better shot than this.
Yes.
Lee Harvey Oswald did a better shot of this than this guy.
The Zapruder film was the one thing they weren't counting on, Lou. That was JFK.
I assumed.
Yeah.
You
through the looking glass now here, people.
You know what's weird? I watched JFK. I'm like, yeah, I like it. I really do. But I watched 13 Days, and that's more my jam for some reason.
13 Days is awful Kevin Costner Boston accent. That's all I take away from it.
I watch it. I'm like, what is? I'm trying to figure out what it is and why it's almost good, but I enjoy watching it. It's like not on that weird level.
It's the power of Bruce Greenwood.
Yeah, Bruce Greenwood is in better shape at age 66 than I am at any age.
The guy gets younger as time goes further. Like I remember seeing, it's like that picture I sent you of Dave Grohl. He's reversing. He's aging in reverse.
Yeah,
because he looked like shit when he's 18, and now he looks like a normal human being at like 50.
Well, part of it is he's kind of an ugly man, but he has a very handsome face right here. But his jaw is fucked.
But the beard hides that.
The beard hides it all, so it takes the ugly away, and you go, "Oh, he looks good." So he looks better. He doesn't look younger, but it makes you think he looks younger just because he's not ugly.
Skin and bones.
He was too skinny like that.
Yeah,
he was too scrawny. He put on some muscle, and like I said, he has age-defined or age-reversing gum because that motherfucker's always chewing gum. Always.
I did it in my garage. The first CD, I did all in my garage. Yeah.
So the plan is, all right, Mr. Pratt. All right, we're gonna go back in time, and JFK is gonna go back in time and get assassinated. And he goes, all right, put on my Power Rangers ring or my Captain Planet ring.
Yes, it's pretty pathetic.
And he go back, and then he's gone. And he's like, "What'd you do to him?" And he's like, "I need to fix this." And I don't know, how does he time travel other than that? Because it seems like the ring was the thing.
That's why it makes no fucking sense. He does. You can't He gives the power of time travel to JFK to send him to the future because the ring is automatic, sends him to the future, and then magically he swaps places with JFK in the car. Like, it makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It's nonsense. So here's the magical ring that sends him back in time. It sends JFK 200 years in the future, which this seemed like the time traveling device to me.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
But then he sends JFK, he's gone, and then
all he does is...
But before that, I need to make a few changes.
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't say anything.
How? Yeah.
Maybe he waits around for that woman to show up. We just
show that, you know? Like, I understand the show's 22 minutes, but this was so bad, too. This is so awful.
Doesn't he look like Adam a little bit here?
All right. Here I am.
So
it didn't make any sense.
Somehow he's able to take over another human being's body. It would have made sense if JFK time traveled at that moment and went somewhere else, and he just filled in where nobody was. But no, he takes over his body.
But again, he doesn't take over his body. He replaces him completely because it's his body.
Yes,
and everybody sort of just ignores the fact. Oh yeah, it's John F. Kennedy because his head is blown off. So I guess that makes more sense. Like, his head's gone, so maybe that's why they don't recognize him.
Except for the one guy he's like, that's like a third of that guy's cock. No, that's not JFK.
That ain't no JFK cock. I tell you that right now. That's conspiracy.
This man's cock. That's not JFK. I'm sorry. I noticed his dick was dry when he was dead, and that's not JFK.
LBJ comes out, throws out his dick. Yeah, my dick knows other dicks too. That ain't JFK's dick.
I'm a dick hound.
I'm a dick hound. Hello there. Well, James Carver here.
Think so long I took it up on my bunghole.
I can stick it in my bunghole like a snake going into a hole.
Those LBJ tapes when he calls hanger are fucking disturbing. Loosen it up around the bunghole. Like, stop saying bunghole.
Well, he's a Texas hoodlum.
Yeah, you've heard that tape though, right?
No, I haven't heard the tape. I
Oh my
want to
God.
now.
Oh, let me look.
No, I heard he said his quote for the Civil Rights Act was, "We'll have that N-word vote for 50 years," and it's all bullshit.
Then there was some green, and then maybe some other light.
He's calling Hanger Slacks guy, the guy that owns it.
If you had a blue in that or black, I'd have one blue and one black. I need about 6 pairs to wear around in the evening when I come in from work. And I need about a half an inch too tight in the waist.
Do you recall the exact size? I just wanted to be sure we get them right for you.
No, I don't know. You all just guessed at them, I think, son, but wouldn't you have the measurements there? I can send you a pair. I want them a half an inch larger in the waist than they were before,
Right.
except I want 2 or 3 inches of stuff left back in there so I can take them up. I vary 10 to 15 pounds a month. So leave me at least 2.5, 3 inches in the back where I can let them out or take them up, and make these a half inch bigger in the waist. Make the pockets at least an inch longer. My money and my knife and everything fall out. Wait just a minute.
My money and my knife.
He'll get to it in a second.
Hello.
Yeah. Now, another thing, the crotch down where your
Okay.
nuts hang is always a little too tight. So when you make them up, give me an inch that I can let out there because they cut me. They're just like riding a wire fence. These are the best that I've had anywhere in the United States. But when I gain a little weight, they cut me under there. So leave me, you never do have much margin there. Let's see if you can leave me about an inch from where the zipper ends round under my back to my bunghole. So
That's what I want to get.
I'll keep hearing this. How much further does it go with this pant order?
It's 4 minutes 40 seconds.
Jesus Christ!
He burps and he's like,
My ball. I cut myself. I sit on a wire. Bunghole.
but it seems like a guy. When I heard that tape, I go, okay, I don't think he ordered JFK to get killed.
No.
But if someone offered it to him, he'd go, yep, that's fine, boy. Like,
No, you make it happen. I'll be fine with that. I get better. If I'm president, I can get my pants fixed, right?
they don't give
That's all
the
it was
VP any
about.
hanger slack, so I need to get
That's all it was about, was for him to get better pants.
better pants. Yeah. Ugh.
Vietnam War was not about Huey helicopter. It was about hanger pants.
He varies 10 to 15 pounds every month, he said.
How does that work?
Don't know.
No human can do that, especially an old middle-aged man.
He
He was older than a middle-aged man.
Yeah.
You're pretty much done. Like your weight gain is like I think you gain weight every year as opposed to lose weight. You don't go back and forth. It's not like did he have AIDS? Like, was he taking steroids?
I don't know. His workout regimen would start for 2 weeks and he'd give it up. Yeah.
No, that's
My
good.
bunghole
Man.
hurts.
My bunghole. I said I feel I'm selling wire on his zipper going up to my bunghole.
I was doing the inclines, sit-ups, and I pulled that muscle down around the bunghole.
My
You know,
dick
you know,
hole. My dick hurt. I did too many sit-ups because I sat on my balls and it hurts.
So then they're at the morgue, and then the Secret Service guy's like, "This isn't JFK." And then she shows up and she's like, "Yes, he's a time traveler, like I am too."
I said something in Chinese.
This is the way it's always supposed to be. He's always supposed to come back and
Yeah, she knew she was a fucking liar. She knew the whole time, and he didn't figure it out because I guess they let time travelers fuck up the timeline and then blow themselves away because that's how that works.
Then it has my favorite scene in the entire episode.
The very end, yeah.
2172, 2162,
72.
72, yeah.
All right, how are you? I'm in a nice.
I thought that was the show.
that was me.
I really did. I was like, oh.
History records many facts, some of them right,
Come
some
on.
wrong. But let the record show.
Bill and Ted's
that
Excellent
many
Adventure is my favorite movie.
It does seem like it, doesn't it?
It is very good. Where is Rufus? I love that George Carlin. He's fantastic. Rufus!
I just sat down and watched the Rush Hour movies.
I've got a lot of catching up to do with your timeline here.
And you know, ever touch a black man's stereo.
I love your pornography. Shannon. Oh no. What's her name? The girl from the '90s who was very, very popular in the pornography world.
The one from Blade, I'm pretty sure.
Janet Jameson.
Oh.
That's right. No, not Tracy Lords. She was too young. I did not get into her at all. It winks.
Sir, this is a history or social.
It's
hour 4. He's still talking about porn, like the specific porns he watched.
Tawny Katane. Oh wait, no, that was an '80s, rock and roll girl and all the music videos.
That's it.
Yeah.
End of episode, right?
That's it. It wasn't very good. I give it a 6. I like Andrew Robinson, but that's it.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Wow. Okay.
It just was so dumb. The twist. Overall, it's a fine to watch. I'm not like bored or anything because I'm like, where is this going? It's kind of crazy what happens, but the stuff they omit from this, like how the fuck does he take over another human being?
Nah, it's silly.
And the accents, it's like they both sat down and learned from the same person, their accents.
It's the guy that gave it to Kevin Costner in 13 days.
That's awful. It's like what's his name? Andrew Robinson learned the Boston accent in Hell after he opened the cube. Like fuck.
Angels to some, demons to others.
You think he fucked Pinhead? If he was
Absolutely.
JFK?
Absolutely. He fucked that girl with a slit throat, that's for sure. All right, I like the cut of her jib over there. The one with the slit in the throat. I can do something with that. I can tell you that right now.
I started watching all those movies because I'm working through the horror movie series.
Oh, God.
I got halfway through the series and I'm like, I'm going to take a long break.
Yeah, no, I like 1, 2, 3's not very good. 4, I like some of it, but Hellraiser in Space is actually kind of fun. I like that one.
Why aren't they in space until like an hour and 10 minutes into the movie, though?
Because budget.
I'm like, when are they going to get in space?
It was budget. It opens in space.
Yeah, for 4 seconds, but you don't see Pinhead in space. And I kept wait. I'm like, oh my God, come on.
And then they show up the last 10, 15 minutes of it, and he blows up the devil dog in zero gravity. Well,
I watched my favorite Hellraiser movie, which is Hellraiser Inferno, because that's a movie that was not a Hellraiser movie that they just threw him in. But it's like this little indie movie where he's stuck in his own hell, and it's interesting. And then Hellseeker's the one after that, one with the guy from the Allstate commercials.
I like the Hellseeker one.
Hellseeker's fine. I stopped watching halfway through, and I haven't gone back to any of them.
Well, Hellseeker, it's a twist. Hellseeker has a twist ending.
Oh, don't reveal it. I haven't seen it in a while. I'll let you know when I finish it. I don't remember any of it.
Oh, well, Ashley Robinson came back.
Oh,
Kirsty comes back.
Yeah. Well, she's already dead in this.
No.
The part I watched, she was dead.
That's the twist.
All right, is she a fucking Cenobite?
No, she sets him up to take the fall for her because the Cenobites come back. And so she pulled the same trick she did in the first one.
Okay.
Frank.
What is it? The second one that has that
Doctor
with the rocker, and he's got or he goes to the club, and he's
that's
got that
3.
sculpture.
That's Halloween 3 or Hellraiser 3.
I'm a shit.
And that one I get confused because I thought Shawnee Smith's in that movie. It's not Shawnee Smith; it's another actress.
Yeah,
who kind of looks like Shawnee Smith.
A lot of rocker girls in those movies.
It's a terrible, terrible movie.
All right. Is there anything else we got to say about?
No, move on.
So great,
move on.
Forgot it existed.
It's a terrible title too.
Problem is, it's paired with Button. Like that's the part B of this episode. And I really liked Button.
What was Button?
The Richard Matheson, the press the button, someone dies.
Oh, was it?
The box, yeah.
So that was an hour episode?
Yeah, so it's Profile in Silver, and then the B side of that episode is Button.
Oh wow!
So I
shit.
give Button an 8. But
Yeah, Button was good.
Because of this, I had to lower the episode as a whole to a 7.
Well, that happens.
So it has a 7.8 overall.
Profile in Silver. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I looked at the trivia. There's nothing there I want to talk about. Who gives a shit? Let's move on to act break. So, LIWstudios.com for me. Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube.
You just said act break, and I just lost my head. Snapped.
Yeah,
my brain just went off.
All right, fuck it. Let's get out of here. Until next time. In the meantime, in Phoenix West,
Dick Silver choose Shakespeare.
So long, citizens.
If you look at my name, it makes sense. My name is going to make sense with all the episodes.
Helen Mirren's dead. Silver.
Helen Mirren's tight body when she's middle aged, with Jeffrey Tambor.
Oh, let's do this because I'm gonna save this and then go potty.
Be right back.
Alas, I have returned. Let's do a new intro. Or not a new intro, but a different intro.
I gotta show you something. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
That's frightening.
I was just waiting.
So I went to the antique store. I got my comics. This guy never fails. I found the greatest cover ever today. It's a
Creature Commandos.
It's Frankenstein, a vampire, and a werewolf fighting Nazis.
Holy shit! And you framed it.
He's throwing a swastika stone at the Nazis. It's hilarious.
My question is: was it framed, or did you frame it?
No, I had the frame, but
So
here's the one that really sold me though. They're at a freak show. They come to see Hitler. That's how they infiltrate his domain. Is they're a freak show, and they're going to kill Hitler.
Wow,
it's hilarious. It's like a 3-parter. It's amazing. And I got this was a good one too. You're not going to see this anymore.
Scalp Hunter.
Read his
I can't.
You can't read that?
Hold on. Y'all don't worry, ma'am. Those slaves are in chains. You're perfectly safe.
Oh, God. But here's another good one.
I wish I was recording the podcast right now.
Oh, should we record?
Oh, it's too late. Scalp Hunter, you'll pay for what you did to my daughter, you dirty red skin. Damn. What year is this?
Like, this is a good one.
I don't want to read this one. That one's too far away.
Oh, no.
If one of you isn't dead on the... This is too hard to read. If one of you isn't dead by the time I finish my champagne, we start killing these slaves. God. Holy shit.
You can't beat that. That's awesome.
Are you looking in like the
No, he just had
the
them.
hooded room?
No, he because last time I went over there, he had a bunch of Jonah Hexes from the 70s and 80s. I mean, he had like 50 of them. I bought them all. And like they're worth, I bought them for $1. And online, they're in mint condition. They're worth like $20, $30 a piece. They're going for on eBay for that much. So I've got them priced out. I want to sell them at the next show I do. But it's just like this guy, I don't know where he get. He's a guy that has a bunch of comics at this antique store. He sells them for $1 a piece. And they're like brand new. He doesn't care.
He should probably do some research before he...
He just doesn't care. I think he must have owned a store. He's probably got thousands of comics, and he just puts them out every week. He puts like a stack out, and he just doesn't care.
He should just go to auction. Just take him to auction. He makes so much more money.
I don't think he cares. He probably knows what it is. He doesn't want to bother looking. He just says he's got so much shit. He had the first edition of Exorcist over there. He had the first edition of the Eaters of the Dead, the Michael Crichton book. He's got all kinds of shit. And I bought a bunch of Star Trek comics, too. He had a bunch of Star Trek comics. I bought those.
I kind of want a Star Trek comic because I've never had one. I'd be curious if they could tell. Is it like a series or do they tell a story in one comic book?
No, it's like a continuation of the show, I think. But Marvel did it for a couple of... Marvel did one run, and then DC did the other run. So I just bought a bunch.
Oh, nice.
It's $1 a piece.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But this one's actually worth a lot of money. This is #1 Marvel. It's in mint condition. It's the movie though. So this one's like $40. I got it for $1. And I mean, it's cool. Like they're neat. They're pretty cool, but they're not worth anything. Like most of the Star Trek ones are worth like $3, $4. I just bought them because like, yeah, maybe I'll buy the whole set one day. Because they're just neat and they're cheap. Nobody cares about them. They just throw them away.
My experiences with comics are I collected The Simpsons, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Until way later. I got more into them, but I still don't know a whole lot about comics. So
Well, I just look them up on eBay, and it's fucking crazy because if you have first appearance issues, they like go so far up in value, it's insane. It's like what the fuck? Even if it's not graded, it goes for huge money. So it's just ridiculous. I don't know I don't know how long this market's going to be like this, but it just keeps doing well. I don't know.
Well, as long as Marvel doesn't tank.
And they're going to. I don't think anyone's going to give a shit about the Eternals.
Oh, some of those movies that are coming out looked awful.
Oh, they're done. Black Widow hasn't made enough money, and Black Widow bombed. So I think they're done. They're not going to have a hit again.
How was Black Widow not the main character of Black Widow? Whatever. I can't get over that.
Yeah, well.
And then the Shang-Chi or whatever, and the Legend of the Silver Gold Rings, whatever the fuck that's called. And I'm like, oh, I don't give a shit. Eternal.
Looks like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's like, what is this? Like, you got too schlocky for me.
It's just
I don't think I'll be around for Phase 5 or whatever.
No, I don't care. Oh, I didn't care. Phase 4, Phase 5, whatever.
What phase is coming out? 4? 5?
I think 4.
Whatever. I won't be around.
Yeah, I think
every once in a while. To be fair, I didn't watch any of them until. Oh God, I don't remember the first one I saw. I think it was Avengers. I think I saw that in the theater, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll watch the other ones.
Yeah.
Well, I did watch Hulk, that one when it came out, and I didn't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, that one, no one really counts that one.
But I didn't watch Iron Man at all until Iron Man 3 came out and I bought it. And I was like, fuck it, watch those. And I watched them all.
I like Iron Man 3.
I like Iron Man 3 the best.
I think that's my favorite Marvel movie. And everybody hated Perry hated it. He thought it was the worst piece of shit ever seen. I was like, really? You didn't like it? He hated it.
Iron Man 2 is my least favorite.
I think it's everybody's least favorite.
Yeah.
Well, didn't know what it wanted to be.
Who is weed whacking at almost 8 p.m.?
Is that my air conditioner? Or is that your end?
Oh, someone's weed whacking outside.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. Now you can do it. It's like 102 degrees. You can go weed whack.
96. It's been overcast though.
96.
All right,
It's
let's go live. All right,
93 right now.
Starting the podcast. Let's do a theme song. What do we want to hear? Let's go with this one.
Enclosed is a PDF attachment. A picture of yourself in a boat on a river. It's a river that flows in 2 directions. Make that 3. It's a magic river, that's how. And it's flowing down the Erie Canal to the Scary Door. That's Erie with 2 E's.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
If only I'd programmed the robot to be more careful what I wish for. Robot, experience this tragic irony for me. No!
Oh, welcome to LIW The Twilight Zone review, episode 277 for TZ1985, 108 Act Break. I'm Phoenix West, unfortunately.
Tick.
This is an episode of The Twilight Zone. It ended. I give it a 3. Until next time.
I give it 2. I was so pissed.
It's dumb.
It sucks. It's so fucking. It's so over the top. Like we're Broadway writers. Oh my God, I'm Jewish. We're Jews. 2 Jew writers. Oh my God, Murray, what are you doing?
You sound like Mike Myers on that show on SNL he had.
Yeah, it's pretty close. James Coco was the star in this episode, and I don't mind James Coco, but when you got James Coco in the episode, he overacts, and he's the same guy in every show. Because he did a Ray Bradbury Theater episode, too. And he played, in Ray Bradbury Theater episode was way better. He was a guy who buys a robot of himself to do, like, daily stuff so he doesn't have to bother with it. And the robot falls in love with his wife, and so the robot kills him and takes over his life.
You should choose that show next time we do our
choice. It's not that great.
You can do in October.
Hey. Well, something to think about, ladies and gentlemen.
Out.
I'll pick the James Coco or the Shatner one, which made no fucking sense.
I got sick of all the bingo boards over here, so I got rid of them all, except for the Nick Cage one. But so I have every single episode of the rest of Twilight Zone picked out in order, just on a list somewhere. I don't want to look at those fucking things anymore. I'm so sick of the bingo hoppers. That's
disgusting. It's like looking at Tracy Lord's 15-year-old pornography. Hot but illegal.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Act Break.
Act Break. Speaking of Act Break, I don't care. I'm done. I give it a 2.
Coco's walking down a sidewalk. He argues with some fish dealer.
Well, he's the owner. He's the owner of the building. He's the manager, but he also has a fish market. He's, leave me alone, you fishmonger. What do you want from me? I'm a writer. I've written plays. Oh.
You ever seen a guy selling fish on the sidewalk in front of an apartment building? Never.
I mean, whatever.
Unless he was walking after him from his shop. I don't know what the fuck was happening.
And he had a really nice 1985 car. What was it? Was it a Mustang or what? I can't remember what the car was.
I don't remember.
Can you pull it up or?
I could. Do we want to?
I don't know. There's nothing else about this episode I like.
All right. Well,
I'm glad Murray dies. Dies of a heart attack when they're trying to write their stupid play. I hate this episode. This episode sucks.
Look, this guy
is on my morning view.
He's just walking down the sidewalk with
he's got a knife.
the rest of the central casting people are like, we need 2 construction workers, an old lady in a hat. And
Day, love to chat, but I have a second act to rewrite upstairs.
He's walking around a knife and they're bumping into people.
when do you see his car?
It's coming up.
Oh,
It's before. It's when he gets to the door of his apartment and he goes, "Look at my car over there." Yeah. Oh, you passed it. I think it's before here. The only thing I can take away from this episode is there it is. There, looks like the fucking car from a Goodfellas.
yeah.
Looks like somebody's dead in the trunk.
Now that's the car where they stop at the airport outside. And there's
Yeah.
Who are we waiting for? Who are we gonna whack?
With
The guy in
Joey.
the back seat pulls the like. And then
Oh my God! Get the cannolis.
that.
But James Coco
And
is
then
a great.
a bunch of inner city kids find him in a basketball lot.
And then Eric Clapton's song plays over it. But James Coco's the joke in the Simpsons Halloween special when Homer Simpson's getting force-fed the donuts.
Yeah.
He goes, more. And he goes, I don't understand it. James Coco went mad in 10 minutes.
Oh.
And that's him. James Coco. That's the only thing I take away from this episode.
I never knew who that was. Now
That's him. James Coco. I'm like, James Coco went to hell? James Coco died and went to hell? That's kind of mean. Was he a bad man? I don't think he was a bad man. He was just an actor.
How great was early Simpsons?
Oh, God, it's the best.
That's one of the best episodes of.
It's funny to this day. Like, it's still funny. It's just brilliant. It's brilliant.
When the line runs out.
Yeah. And then, what the hell is that loser Flanders doing here?
Oh my God! It makes me want to watch The Simpsons because this shit is infuriating to talk about.
When they did the best season, the best season is probably season 5, where they did the Cape Fear episode, and they're trying to do they're doing the witness protection, and they go, "Okay, Mr. Thompson." Homer just looks blank, blank.
Step on your foot.
When I step on your toe and I say, "Hello, Mr. Thompson," you're going to smile and nod. "Hello, Mr. Thompson."
I think he's talking to you.
I think he's talking to you. Oh, God.
We watched, girlfriend and I, we watched Cape Fear. And that movie is both really good and maybe Scorsese's worst. It's both at the same time. It's just so fucking weird at the end when he's like sinking into the water and he's like singing. It's bizarre the way it's shot. It leaves you uneasy, and I don't know he was trying to make it like that.
I think he was. It's not a happy movie.
No, I don't mean the like tone. I mean the way it's shot. It's just like this is like bad.
Oh,
like kind of bad.
Well, yeah, Spielberg was supposed to do that.
Yeah,
and Spielberg said, "You know what, Marty, you do this movie. I'm going to go do Hook," and that's what he did instead.
But then I start watching. She doesn't like cartoons at all. Like she just ignores, goes, fuck this. Why are you watching this?
I can agree with that.
And I start watching an American Dad episode where they made fun of the Cape Fear, and the maid gets below the car. And she's like, Cape Fear. And they hit a speed bump. And she falls off and gets run over. And then that's it. She's like, why is this happening? I'm like, they're making fun of Cape Fear. That's it.
Yeah, but then Simpsons did it. Yeah. With who wants to drive through the cactus patch? Yeah, no.
And then the rake scene that went in for a full minute. Oh, genius. Oh. But yeah, it's not trying to do what the Simpsons did. It's just doing something different where the woman's referencing it. But
the Simpsons is hilarious.
Simpsons one is great because he sings all the songs.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's. I don't know why she doesn't like cartoons. I guess is my point.
And I was talking about one episode the other day when it was Lisa and Ralph. When Ralph, she gives him the Valentine's Day card.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah. I choose you. And it's a train, and he thinks so he goes to her house and gives her gifts, and she goes, "Oh no, it's Ralph. Tell him I'm not here." And then Homer goes, "She's in the can. Go away." He goes, "Okay, I will. I'll do anything for Lisa." And he goes, "Anything, huh?" And then he cut to Ralph is on the roof, tarring the roof with a bucket of tar and a mop. And he says, "The tar fumes are making me dizzy." He goes, and Homer's laying down. That. Yeah, they'll do that.
One of my favorite lines in the entire series is that. Yeah, they'll do that.
Yeah, they'll do that. He just doesn't care. It's a fucking 8-year-old boy tarring your roof. It's genius.
But I've seen that episode and that joke 100 times.
Laugh honestly. Every time.
Yeah. I laugh harder now.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great. And there's another good Homer, like a side joke like that when it's the comic book one. It's in the first season, I think, or second season, where they get the Radioactive Man #1 issue.
Yeah.
The kid, all three of them buy it, and then they're in the treehouse, and the storm's going, and it's flashing lightning, and Homer's watching TV in his bedroom, and Marge goes, "Hey, can you check on the kids and see if they're all right?" And lightning strikes the tree. They're fine. That's it. They're fine.
Well, I have the same favorite joke of The Simpsons. I remember when I lived in LA, we talk about this. My favorite joke is still after the dental plan. The dental plan. And he goes, "First thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to punch Lenny in the back of the head." Hard cut to close-up of Lenny jerking. Whoa! That's it. I don't know why that's a joke. It is.
It's a great throw. It's so, yeah. That was one of the top 10 best episodes I think ever written.
Oh, my God.
That was a great one.
King Size Homer is my favorite episode, though.
That one's good.
Hey.
The bird. Hey, that fat guy wants to see the movie. I just want to see Hawk if you're horny in peace. I'm sorry, sir, but our seats cannot accommodate your size. Perhaps I could give you a complimentary garbage bag full of popcorn. A garbage bag full of popcorn. And then you got that sarcastic guy, the guy with the sarcastic voice all the time. "Hey, fatty, I got a movie for you. A fridge too far." And everybody laughs. Like, everybody laughs at him, openly mocking him and his moo-moo. That show's amazing.
I have tears in my eyes.
Fuck.
It's great. It came out in like 93.
When he's sitting on the couch and the kids are looking at him, and then Jimbo Jones goes, "I heard that guy's ass has its own congressman." And then he's hitting him with the broom. "Oh, look, he's trying to get out. There you go." Broom. Oh, God. And then fucking Bart Simpson goes, "I know what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a lardo on disability just like Dad."
I wash my back with a rag on a stick.
I taped that episode. I had that on a VHS, just that scene recorded, so I could watch it over and over again.
I love when they cut back to Bart and he's like,
"Yeah." Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's such a great sight gag.
I wash my back with a rag on a stick. And it's like he's on the news or something.
Yeah, everybody's clapping. Clap for him. Oh, God. And he's so fat. He's like 700 pounds. And he's bedridden. Oh, God. That image is just one of the funniest things. I'd want that cell. If I could get a Simpsons cell, that's what I would want.
Yeah.
Is definitely. Bart 700 pounds with the rag on a stick. Oh, God, that was great.
I like because they didn't try to be anything. They just wanted to have funny lines, and it wasn't trying to shock you. It wasn't. And then when Family Guy came out, they changed and tried to shock you. And it's like, you're not that show.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Yeah, they try to go that route. It's just,
you're not that.
But like I said, they're not awful like the newer ones. There's some good ones.
Yeah,
you just have to watch them. It's just weird watching them in digital clarity. It's weird.
I want to watch them again, but I don't want to watch on Disney Plus because they fucked up. They cropped them.
No, they fixed it. They fixed
it finally. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the first things they fixed with Disney Plus.
They had to. They can't do that. Like I watch if you turn on like early Family Guy on TBS, it's all widescreen, but everyone's it's out of focus because it was not that great a quality, and you're like,
well, on Disney Plus, they don't have season 3, episode 1 on there because it's controversial. It's Michael Jackson. It's the Michael Jackson episode. It's not on the Disney Plus. It's gone. They erased it.
It's not even Michael Jackson, though.
It's Michael Jackson's voice, but it's not him singing. It's a different guy.
No, but the guy isn't actually Michael Jackson.
Well, no, but it's Michael Jackson, but then it ends up not being Michael Jackson.
What's the controversy?
Because it's Michael Jackson, I guess. I don't know. But it's not on Disney Plus. You cannot find it.
Wow.
So it's the only place you could see it is on DVD. So season 3 of the box set of Simpsons goes for like $50 because that's the lost episodes on that DVD. That's the only place you can find it. It's not in syndication. It's not in Disney Plus. They don't air it. You can't find it.
Wow.
Which is so weird. It's just like, really? That one? It's not even that funny of an episode.
No, it's the one I skipped.
Yeah, I never liked that episode to begin with. It was okay. Happy birthday, Lisa!
Lisa, it's your birthday.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it's not good. But
yeah, it's not on Disney Plus. So they will not air it.
Oh, now that we're done having fun, let's talk about Act Break. Let's talk about this. Okay, so he goes upstairs. He's a writer. That was a fun conversation about The Simpsons, but here we go.
I know.
He goes upstairs. He doesn't write an episode of The Simpsons. Instead, he's writing a play. With
a failed play.
His best friend / writing partner.
Because even the guy with a knife who almost killed 50 people walking down the street says, "How come you're a writer? How long does it take you to write a play? 6 months to a year? Then how come it closes in the first week?
First day.
Yeah.
And
he walks off. James Coco voice, that James Coco look.
Yeah. But he's like, he's right. Fuck it.
He's right. Oh my God, Murray, what are you doing?
They're arguing about what to write and how falling out a window is schlocky. And I'm like, this is the Twilight Zone, motherfucker. You fall out windows.
Do you think that was the joke?
I think it was. I
think that's the joke. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
It had to be, right?
It has to be. It has to be.
Because.
Let's play that montage.
I'm trying to find it.
That's a great fucking montage.
Because the Twilight Zone has a lengthy history of people falling out windows.
Ah!
And here it is. Okay.
Yes.
I think that was an inside joke. And if so, it's the only part I laughed at during this entire episode. Other than that, I fucking didn't give a shit about this episode. And it just was like, oh, end. But here we go.
Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound.
Mr. Stout! Mr. Stout! Oh!
My way.
Mother,
Just like the picture shows. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because I'm going to go out and find one of those details. Now!
A dimension of sound.
That last one is the best.
It's my favorite. It's why I started this podcast.
That's the greatest. I'm going to find one right now.
I was watching it, and I'm like, because I've had the DVDs for a while, and I watched that, and I was like, episode's good. But I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I started laughing, and I could not stop laughing. I had to rewind it 50 times.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I was like, I need to discuss this. And so I just started the podcast. And it took me years to get around to doing that episode because I went in order. But worth it because that one is great. But
now here you are 20 years later.
Yeah, I'm at episode 277, still fucking talking about it.
Right.
6 years later. This is season 7. So it's the 7th year. But But anyway, I think that was an inside joke. And every time I watch that Twilight Zone montage of people jumping out windows, I keep going, all right, it's almost over. Oh, no, and it's like another minute.
It's very well done.
It took me a while to get all those. I got this awful memory, too. There's no database you can look it up.
I'm sure there might be more.
There could be, but I know the episodes fairly well, so I'm sure I missed a couple here and there, but that's all I remembered for now. I could definitely update it.
And when the old man punches his wife through the window, that's another good one.
Episode The Box.
Or the Box. That was, yeah. He kept showing him the future, and it was like, oh, I'm going to kill my wife, no!
Yeah, that's season 5, and it's not good.
No, it's not a terrible, it's not a terrible idea.
Why was the TV repairman fucking evil? Like, yeah, that's what it shows you. Now that she's dead, that's what it showed you, motherfucker. Should have been rude to me. Like, damn, dude.
So was this guy the same guy that gave Murray his amulet for his one wish?
Must have been.
When he dies?
Holy shit. That is thrown in there. Okay, they're talking about falling out a window. They decide on strangling. The guy immediately goes, and then he pulls out a gun. He's like, fuck. He's trying to right. And then the partner starts to have a heart attack, and it's very obvious what's happening the second he goes, oh, and then he argues with her, and then he says this, and he's writing like really good dialogue as far as the episode's concerned, like as far as their storyline is. And then he falls over, and we're like, yeah, he's been dying for the last minute and a half. I don't know what I was supposed to be thinking was happening in real life, because it just looked like a heart attack, and then he had a heart attack. And I'm like, where's the surprise? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He just falls over, and then he pulls out this amulet out of nowhere. He's like, you have one wish. Wish me back to life. Come on. And then he sits there for 2.5 minutes of this 13-minute episode going, maybe.
No, but that was the running gag, was he kept going, Murray,
It's Paul Rubens in Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie where he's kicking the wall.
And then, and then James Coco says, "I wish that I had the greatest writer as a partner," which is a stupid wish. Why is he just?
You're the greatest writer.
Why should you just wish? I wish I could write a great play and get wealthy off of that and dedicate it to my friend Murray. But no, he says, "I want a writing partner." What dummy! So he sends him into the past to meet William Shakespeare, which sucks.
He shows up. It looks like the episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they do the backstory of the bar, and it's so cheap looking. And he's got long hair now, and he's like, oh, come on. He realizes where he is, and Shakespeare shows up. He's like, who are you? He's like, I'm whatever his name is. I forget his name, but he's like, oh, what a useless sack. And then he's basically Shakespeare rips him apart. His name is, he's Murray. The other guy's Harry. Okay.
Yeah.
I had it reversed.
But then he says, tells him about Hamlet. You're writing Hamlet. Yeah, what's Hamlet? What is that?
Oh, he says Hamlet.
Hamlet
with an L.
Yeah, it's a Jack Laird joke.
Even though it's not Jack Laird.
I know. It's the same thing.
It's the whole episode. I did write my notes in the podcast description I already wrote. It's the worst episode Jack Laird didn't write.
Yeah, this is a total Jack Laird territory. It's a Jack Laird joint if there ever was one.
It's bad. Like there's nothing to enjoy here, but yeah.
And then the worst part is when he goes, Shakespeare takes the amulet and he goes, "I wish I could write Hamlet, or I wish you could help me write Hamlet.
I wish you would describe Hamlet to me."
Is that what? Yeah, and then he has the whole thing in his head. Every line of dialogue, he knows it by heart, and he tells it, which is so fucking dumb. Like in that situation, wouldn't you manipulate the stone? Like go find some dumbass fishmonger and say, "Hey, I'll give you a penance. I'll give you a penny if you say, I wish this guy would go back to his old time before Murray died."
I'm looking for the clip. I'm trying to.
Is it?
Okay, here it is. Here's what I'm looking for. So, here's the Twilight Zone episode. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the Twilight Zone.
There you saw this play, Hamlet?
We did it in high school.
Okay. look at him.
Yeah.
And look at Frank on an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We have the fucking same.
Do you think that's on purpose?
Huh?
Do you think that was is that a joke on this?
For It's Always Sunny? Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe they were big fans of Twilight Zone 85.
He looks exactly the same.
You look like James Coco in that 85 Twilight Zone episode, Danny. I'm going to fuck it extra.
It's insanity how much he looks like him and how much, like, they even have the same filter on the fucking sepia tone filter bullshit.
Wow, yeah.
So he ends up, basically the premise of this episode is Shakespeare's a hack thief.
Well, that's not too far off.
Who hears, no, but not
supposedly
verbatim, word for word. You heard this in this nation of Brooklyn that you come from? What's this Hammy-it? Tell me it. And then he rips it off wholesale. Just every single line. So this guy.
Well, no, he does. He does because he says he forgets. He says, "Well, I did it in high school. I can't remember everything. All I remember is to be or not to be." And then, like, I remember Hamlet. The king is with his mother, and he has to have revenge or something. I don't know. And he goes, oh, exactly. And then Shakespeare goes into detail on what the play is. So it's not like he rips him off. He has the script. He has the idea in his head.
After the wish, he goes,
to
be honest, that is the question. What is oh, I remember every line. So he's going to tell him every single line. Which
was stupid because they do that literally 2 minutes later, and it totally kind of fucks up the whole character of Shakespeare that they set up 30 seconds prior. That just sucks. It's a terrible. This was awful. This was a fucking Jack Laird, reincarnation episode.
Yeah, it's the first part. So they start the episode this way. November 15th, 1985. Act Break, The Burning Man, and then Dealer's Choice. Wes Craven directed Dealer's Choice.
Wow.
Theodore J. Flicker directed this episode.
Jesus.
Who's dead.
Theodore Flicker.
He died of old age 9 years ago. No, 7 years ago. Sorry. He wrote for Barney Miller. He wrote. Well, that was the last thing he did. Damn. He didn't write a whole lot. He wrote.
There's a reason.
He wrote some Night Gallery. There you go.
Wow. Oh, there you go.
Nothing we've done. He didn't write this episode. That's good. This was written by Haskell Barkin.
That has to be a fake name.
I don't know. I'm not seeing. Yeah, Haskell Barkin. Let's look him up. He wrote Twilight Zone, Monsters, another show, Tales from the Dark Side, which is awful.
Oh.
A Darkwing Duck, one episode of that.
Whoa.
Pound Puppies.
Oh my
the
gosh.
Jetsons from the 80s, though.
Wow.
But yeah, he wrote 4 episodes of Tales from the Dark Side, Love Boat, 9 episodes, Scooby-Doo. How many episodes of Twilight Zone did he do?
Shit, he probably was a multimillionaire.
Why am I not finding anything for Twilight Zone? Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry. 4 episodes of this. He wrote Curious Case of Edgar Witherspoon, which we did.
Oh God, that one.
I saw the doll heads where he makes this Rube Goldberg thing.
Oh no!
He did another episode we did called Appointment on Route 17, which sucked.
Oh my God! Yeah, he's awful.
Do you remember that episode?
Is that it's the one where someone has to die, or
he has to go to a diner and he meets the love of his life?
Oh yeah! Oh God, that was awful.
And the other one he did we haven't done, which is Tooth and Consequences.
I'm going to assume that's shit. Based off of everything we know about this guy, that episode's going to suck.
So this guy is the new Haskell Barkin is the new Jack Laird.
Haskell Barkin, Jack Laird. There's going to be euphemisms for bad hack writers.
I'm writing that down so we don't forget.
Yeah, Jack Laird and he pulled a Jack Laird Haskell.
He pulled a Jack Barkin.
A Jack Barkin.
Haskell Laird. There we go.
Yeah.
That sounds even worse.
Oh my God, it's a Haskell.
But this guy died a long time. No, is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. They're all dead. Everyone's dead. He died in 2013 of 79. So a bunch of fucking like elderly men directed this and made it.
Is James Coco dead?
Yeah.
I mean, for the Simpsons
He
joke.
died 2 years later after this episode.
No.
At age 56.
Aw, that's kind of sad.
He died of a heart attack, obviously.
Obviously.
He was the same height as me. Interesting.
Uh-oh. I guess his last wish was to be a Simpsons reference for all time. What was the last thing he did on his IMDb credit?
I was looking to see if any interesting stuff on his bio. That's Adequate. He did in 1989.
Oh wow, that sums up his life, I guess.
He was already dead. He died in 87, so he had Stepford Children, The Chair, and That's Adequate.
Oh my god!
But he's in Murder by Death.
Yeah,
he's in Man of La Mancha.
Sure.
Take Manhattan.
Well, there you go.
There's your episode of Ray Bradbury Theater.
Yep.
3 episodes of Who's the Boss.
Oh, there you go.
Again, he's in The Love Boat. There's a connection here with this writer and everyone else.
Well, I think everybody who was acting in that time period was on The Love Boat.
Yeah, it was one of those shows. I watched that show growing up.
Fantasy Island's another one because he's on that.
Yeah, he's on that.
Wow.
And if you're really desperate later, you show up on the A-Team. That was like deeper actors. Like guys who really can't find work. A lot of stunt guys, too, performing as actors in that show.
It looks like he played a lot of doctors on television shows.
Yeah, I could see that, but...
The Dumplings. Well, here's one. He did The Dumplings. I guess it was only on for 10 episodes. He played Joe Dumpling, 1976.
What the fuck is that?
I'm looking it up right now.
Is it the Apple Dumpling Gang?
Fat married couple Joe and Angela Dumpling own a New York deli.
Wow.
That's the synopsis.
The first word of the synopsis is fat.
It was developed by Norman Lear.
Yeah, hey.
He did all those shows.
He had a very successful career. This appears to be not one of his good ideas.
It doesn't have any trivia for it.
10
episodes. You couldn't get 10 episodes. I mean, that's how bad. In the 70s, you could get 150 episodes on a show that was last in the ratings. They got 10. That's bad. That means nobody watched that shit.
Well, especially back in the day, because they would order an episode of a show and go, no. 10 episodes is weird back then. Like nowadays, 10 episodes is normal. Like, oh, no more.
Yeah.
But back then, that is a weird number.
Yeah.
Like they either went here's 2 season contract, or they were like 1 episode, no. And that was really the only 2. But that is 10. That must have been real bad. When they're like, fuck this.
Well, hold on. They say he was in the... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, James Coco. He was in The Guiding Light from 1986 to 87, but it's the first... Well, because the year 1952, it's the first thing on his credits, which is stupid.
Yeah, they started doing that on IMDb.
That's annoying.
They put the year the show started sometimes.
Yeah, well, because all these stupid soap operas lasted for 50 years.
Yeah.
So they started a Guy in Light 1952 to 2009. He was in the 1986 to 87 season. So that means he was working quite a bit. That's probably what gave him the heart attack.
I guess he saw the guiding light and was out of here.
Exactly.
Okay, we're done. Fuck it. Let's get out of here. I can't talk about Act Break anymore.
No, we're leaving. It's over.
How did we talk for... Oh, Simpsons. That's why.
Yeah.
3 minutes. Okay, now it makes sense.
I'm going to read trivia about James Coco.
I gave it a 3. You gave it a 2.
Yes, fuck this.
And I feel like that's generous. It's got 5 out of 20 stars from us.
Yes.
It's generous. And it's not worth watching. I always assume we start off the podcast assuming people have seen the episode we're talking about, but we should start off by saying you should watch this or not.
Don't watch this.
Yes. Now that you're at the end, do not watch it. It's 13 minutes and it's still a waste of your time. It's kind of amazing. It's like a feat of science.
Yeah.
It's not the worst episode that we watched on the 85 version, though. That still goes to that time travel one in the closet where they steal our coffee mug and science books. That one's worse.
Yeah.
And then there's a few episodes that are worse, but no. LIWstudios.com for me, Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube, LIW The TZ Review on Twitter. Any plugs you want to do?
Not really.
Okay. Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick it.
Fuck Frank Links. Until bye. He bailed on us. Fuck him. He had to work.
I have to work. This check.
Check?
I gotta go practice on the free throw line.
I want some of that juicy shack meat.
Oh, go get juicy shack meat. Oh my God, it's a big mini biography on James Coco.
It's our salute to Red Letter Media.
Yeah.
Literally, this is serious. The only YouTube channel I know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care about YouTube.
There's a Mr. Sunday Show podcast is pretty good. They do Caravan of Garbage with two Australian guys. They talk about that. They were pretty good. Red Letter Media's was a podcast. They have a video of the podcast.
Weird. Who would do that?
No, but they actually have it's edited. It's really nicely done. It's really.
We could do that, but we're not gonna.
No, God, no. This guy. They have to hire their own editor to do it because the editor does it. They don't do it. They had to hire somebody to do it.
No,
because they're like a bigger. They have like millions of listeners, so they do pretty good.
We just have a few thousand. That's it.
We have a few. If I don't even believe 1,000.
I've seen the numbers, like I said.
Yeah. So what's the average number on the episode?
So all citizens.
Oh, we're still recording. I thought we were done. Because nobody listens to shit.
Podcast people do.
No.
Podcast is people put it on the way to work. So yeah.
They just let it drone on in the background.
If I didn't see the numbers of downloads,
don't hear that truck.
I would have stopped doing this. And I'm like, oh, people actually listen. That's good to know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't care. I still do it anyway. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Who cares?
No, I wouldn't be. I'd be talking about other shit, not Twilight Zone 1985. But
yeah,
I haven't looked since we started doing not the classic series. I don't want to look.
You should. Let's look. Let's do it right now. Let's look.
But it was like 6,000 during the regular series.
Okay, let's look it up right now. Let's see it.
No, it takes. I don't remember how to do it honestly.
Oh my God!
I have to go to the website. How did I do that? But I was fucking around with Frank because he was after a show. He's like fucking around talking. I'm like, holy shit! Like, I had no idea. And I'm like, oh. And I look at websites and stuff. Like, I have a bunch of sheets. You can look it up. People ranking the different Twilight Zone podcasts. I never showed this before. I'll be curious. I saved them just in case we want to talk about them. But where are those? We're between shows, so fuck it. I don't care. Let me make sure this recorded and everything's working. Starting the podcast.
That one?
Literally. Okay. So where are... no. I save files that Frank sent me because of he can't spell for shit.
Oh.
It amuses me. He said these find sponsors, but he spelled sponsors horribly wrong.
Spinsters.
SPONCERS.
Sure. Sponsors. Sponsor.
Let's see here.
I don't know. You gotta stop smoking.
I have no idea where I saved those photos. Like, truly no idea. Where the fuck would they be?
Yes, I'm gonna have another package for you probably.
Ooh,
because I keep getting stuff. So
I mean,
I keep finding stuff. It's not that because I know what you like, so it's like I find stuff for cheap. It's not like I'm spending big money on it, but it's just like I'm never gonna be able to sell it. And I'm like, oh, you'll like it. I'll send it to you.
Anything you already know this. Anything with a Ghostbusters logo, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Like you could send truckloads of Ghostbusters stuff like that.
Well, that's why. That's why when I saw those Slimer comics, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, fuck yeah.
I had no idea that existed.
Neither did I, and I'm so excited now.
But I looked them up, and I was like, "Oh, they ain't worth shit. I'll just give them to Steve. I'll just send them to your house."
Fuck it. I'm not gonna say no.
No, and then I'm also sending you there's an interview because my uncle died, so I got all we're cleaning out his shop. So he had a bunch of smut. So I'm going to send you a Playboy magazine with Chuck Palahniuk interview.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, it's a good one. Lisa Rinna's on it. She's hot. It's from like 2008 or 6 or something like that. So it's like Chuck Palahniuk. I think when Haunted came out, maybe.
Chuck Palahniuk.
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 But what's funny is I looked up. There's an awesome article about Star Wars in a Playboy magazine that I have.
Playboy,
so I'm keeping that one.
Playboy does not get enough credit for their writing. Like,
they're awesome.
They started a lot of careers off that.
Yeah, because he had a bunch of old ones, and I was looking at them. I have a Penthouse 1978 interview with Jodorowsky.
Oh, really?
Talking about El Topo or something. I'm sending that to my friend in LA, my lawyer friend. I'm going to send her a box too. She's a black lawyer. So, but she loves movies. And
did you say that any nastier?
No, that's our joke.
Lawyer.
She's a black lawyer. She's a little feisty 5'4" black lawyer. Don't fuck around. But all she does, poor thing, is she works nonstop. She's fucking rich, but she works all the time. Like, she hates it. She hates being a lawyer, but it pays, so she'll do it. And she works for a big corporate lawyer. She's partners. I mean, she's set for life.
This is driving me crazy that I can't find these. Because I definitely want to show it on the show because I found it interesting because it was like the rankings that people gave, on Reddit and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just don't know where the fuck I put them. It was like random screenshots I grabbed. Is it under random files, do you think? Let's check that folder. No. Backgrounds? Oh, it might be under background. No. Sorry, if I don't find it in a minute here, we'll continue.
Yeah, that's fine.
We talk about things a lot quicker without Frank.
Go figure that one out.
Right? Weird.
Jesus.
Posters.
Oh, Phoenix, I got something to say. I don't remember. I didn't watch
Your impression just turns into Shaq every time.
Yeah.
Just all roads lead to Shaq.
I'll tell you something. I'm very excited to be here. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful time. I love being here.
Where the holy shit is this? I would only put it in so many folders, but you've seen, I don't know if you've ever seen my notes, how intricate they are. It gets intense, but where the fuck would I put this? Cast in there. That's us. Maybe this? No. Oh, maybe that. Well, of course not. I'm going to give up here in a second. TV shows. No. Website, social media. That's the only thing I can think of it being. No, it's not there. So for like 10 years, let me show you this. I've been gathering these. Let me shut this off. I have a thing every time they show it, the green banker's lamp.
Oh shit!
The banker's lamp. I go lamp when we're watching a movie because it's in so many fucking. Here's Superman.
Wow.
7.
Yeah.
The Deal.
Jesus.
I don't know what this is. Babysitter Wanted.
Oh my gosh.
All Out 3. They have it. Law Abiding Citizen. White Collar, Puppet Master 9. Twixt, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Curse of Chucky. It's not good. So, Dexter.
Do you think this is the same green light in every show?
Dexter again. I don't know. I didn't even see it here. Oh, it's behind that. Insidious 2.
Wow.
Jar of Angels, whoever the fuck that is. Monkey's Paw.
Jesus.
The League. It's on the right. Bud Light commercial. Salting the Battlefield. I don't know.
Fuck, this lamp works more than Sam Jackson.
Stephen Colbert's pistachio commercial.
Wow.
The Normal Heart. Possession of Night. Michael King. The Quiet Ones. South Park. another South Park.
Wow.
Another South Park. Another South Park. It's Always Sunny. Exorcist 3.
Yeah.
But you remember I bought this when I did my movie?
I
have it. It's right there. It's in the closet. That's why I became obsessed. Like, oh, it's in everything.
So you didn't get a picture like that in the background of Exorcist 3.
Whatever this is, I don't have it labeled. It's Always Sunny again. Whatever the fuck this is.
Wow.
All right, that's it. But I also have a list on my phone of like times and stuff. So when I save it, when I see it, I like write it down. I'm like, oh, that episode.
Oh my god, I gotta get the phone.
Yeah, it's an addiction.
Oh my god.
Isn't that amazing? Though?
You gotta be on the lookout for that.
When I see it, it's just like
instantaneous. Oh god!
All right, I can't find the. I'm gonna start recording here in a second. Of course, it turned off my mic for no fucking reason. Like, why does it do this to me? I don't.
I heard. I can hear it.
No, it turns off the thing I save my podcast on and record with. It turns off the microphone. It doesn't recognize it after the first or second show. Anyway, I can't find the pictures I was looking for. Basically, on every Twilight Zone list, we're like third or fourth.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty good.
But that was before.
Yeah, we're not going to beat number one because that's Tom Elliott and everything. And he's serious and takes the show with the weight and measure that you should.
Yes.
If you're going to do a show for 60-year-olds.
Why don't you do it? Why don't you be a guest on his show?
I don't think he would want me to, and I don't want to ask him. He doesn't do guests. He did it for the Twilight Zone 2020 or 2019 version, and I'm like, I don't think he wants what I want to say on his show. And if he wanted me, he'd ask. And I'm not going to step those lines.
My God, don't ever call me again.
I'm British, and you use the word cunt too much somehow.
I'm shocked.
It was amazing. It was like, are you setting a world record? So not his accent.
Guy Ritchie called. He wants his cut back.
Anyway, let's do a theme song, shall we?
Yes.
Let's go with this one.
You're on a scenic route through a state recreation area known as the human mind. You ask a passerby for directions, only to find he has no face or something. Suddenly up ahead, a door in the road. You swerve, narrowly avoiding the scary door.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone Review.
I have combined the DNA of the world's most evil animals to make the most evil creature of them all.
It turns out it's man.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW The Twilight Zone Review, episode 278. Twilight Zone 1985's 109A, Dead Woman's Shoes. I'm Phoenix West.
Dick Ticket.
This is Dead Man's Shoes, redone in 85.
It's a remake, but it's gender swapped.
It's a remake. And women be shopping, yo. They be shopping.
You know what's funny about this episode?
Yeah.
A murderer suicide is in it. The guy in the beginning is like, hey, babe, what's going on? I gotta take care of you, girl. I'm gonna buy you some shoes or something. We'll go out sometime. Oh, that guy. He was from Murphy Brown and Eraser and that Striking Distance movie with Bruce Willis. He's actually a pretty good character actor. Well, his career ended when he blew his girlfriend away with a shotgun and then shot himself in the face.
Interesting, if nothing else.
Dead man's shoes, dead woman's shoes, everybody.
Speaking of Futurama, interesting if true.
It's true.
the Harlem Globetrotters episode. Anyway,
That's absolutely true.
that is good to know. Let me find him.
No, you look him up. It'll tell his tale of woe. It's really sad, real
guy
sad.
in the shop that hits on her.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy right here. I have him right here.
Yeah. Great character actor. There he is. And he sees right through Helen Mirren with no makeup.
Yeah, he just goes, "Yep, need to get in that," and he's right.
And he is absolutely right.
Well, no.
All right, that's enough of that.
She's so good of an actress. She got an Oscar.
Hold on, this says died accidental overdose. Is that Robert Pastorelli?
It's Robert Pastorelli, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he killed his girlfriend too.
His girlfriend, 25-year-old Carmelita Carmiran Jonovich was found dead in their home. Police originally thought she shot herself. His drug overdose occurred at the time the authorities were in the early stages of reopening the investigation in the 1990 shooting of his girlfriend. Pastorelli was not a suspect, but a person of interest. The case, initially ruled as accident or suicide, was closed after his death.
So yeah, he shot her.
Let's see. The 49-year-old died of a heroin overdose and was found dead in his home with a syringe in his arm in the bathroom by his assistant.
Oh my God! He had an assistant?
Hey, he was working.
It's just like that midget that shot himself in the chest. How could you do that?
Beverly Hills Cop 2, Dances with Wolves, Michael, everyone's favorite Travolta movie.
That's right, he was in Michael, yeah.
I saw that in the fucking theater. I was so angry. 95, 96 to 97 or so. In my hometown, I was volunteering at the theater.
Oh.
So I saw a lot of movies that came out around then. And Michael was one of them. Because it was free. I'm like, fuck it, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And
you probably saw Phenomenon too for free.
That one.
That's the same year, 96.
Yeah, actually, maybe I saw Phenomenon, not Michael. You may be right. Yeah, I did see Phenomenon, not Michael.
No, Michael's he's the angel, and Phenomenon has the power.
I saw Phenomenon because I remember him on the roof.
Yeah. Phenomenon's basically a Twilight Zone episode, but a movie.
Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah.
And a bunch of bad movies around that year. Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah. Eraser came out that year.
The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Took a girl to see that. I don't know why we did that because we were
when
12.
You were 8? Yeah.
We watched that and we're like, oh, we're not ready for life. Yeah.
Love your pets, but don't love your pets.
Somehow the last movie he was in, Robert Pastorelli, was Be Cool, the sequel to Get Shorty.
Wow. Oh shit. Yeah. So, yeah, wow. That one, I don't think I ever saw Be Cool, but I didn't like it. I Get Shorty too much to watch Be Cool. I can't do it.
Yeah, I did watch Be Cool. It sucked.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
It sucked hardcore.
Nope.
Yeah, Robert Pastorelli's number 3 on the top cast for Murphy Brown. It's crazy.
Yeah,
he's above Faith Ford.
He's like the second fiddle to that bitch Candice Bergen.
He's only in 159 episodes, but he's up there.
Yeah, he made money on that show.
Strange.
They tried to bring that show back, and it failed miserably because no one wants to see an old, dried up waste of a human, Candice Bergen.
Okay, so Dead Woman's Shoes. Do you want to set this one up? The beginning, the opening.
It kind of pretty much gives away the whole plot in the first 2 minutes. Because Jeffrey Tambor is like, my wife died in a car accident. Take all her stuff and go take it to the Goodwill and shut the fuck up. Don't tell anybody I murdered her.
He goes, donate her money or donate all her clothes.
Yeah.
Get a receipt.
Get a receipt. Yeah, I loved it. And Jeffrey Tambor is always good until they destroyed him with Me Too, and his career is over. He don't work no more.
Yeah, he's got...
he's done.
He looks better with a beard. I didn't recognize him at first, but I was like, that voice sounds familiar. Then
oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's who that is. Okay.
Hey, now, Hank Kingsley.
Yeah.
But he talking to the maid is like a foreigner, and he's basically saying, you're going to get fired. I want to get rid of you too. But first, take these dead woman's shoes to the thrift store. Helen Mirren buys them, puts them on. She's a timid little frail thing.
She works at the thrift store.
Yeah, she volunteers. She doesn't work. She volunteers at the thrift store.
Oh, really?
I think. She went to the thrift store and she puts on the shoes, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm a piece of ass. I'm hot." And she is.
She comes out of the room and is like,
"Oh yeah,
hey, girlfriend murderer, fuck off."
And yeah, she goes, "Don't you recognize me, Vera, or whatever the maid's name?" And she goes, "You cannot be in here. Hello, get out of here."
She's not Indian. She's Hispanic.
Whatever. You cannot be here.
Her name's Inez.
Pilar. Does he write anymore? Oh no, he has health problems. Well, Pilar.
Love. Was it Brandish?
Brandon. Brandon. He wrote 169 episodes.
The bulk of the series.
The bulk of the series. Not exactly a lightweight. I don't know the show. The show. What? Brandon. Yeah, I know the fucking show, Walter. Who cares? That's the best part, is that Walter Sobchak is so excited that show, and the dude could give two shits.
I am in a lot of pain right now for some reason. Sorry, I'm trying.
Do you sit down or?
No.
Do you lay down and stretch out the back? Or
I'm getting a shot in the morning, so.
Oh, your body's tensing up for the shot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, it's basically timid person becomes the opposite. It's so fucking obvious what's going to happen in this entire episode.
Yeah, I like the twist because it's Dead Man's Shoes was actually not a bad episode, but with Dead Man's Shoes, wasn't it every time if somebody wears the shoes, they failed because the guy figured it out and shot him before he could kill him?
No, it's a homeless guy who finds shoes in an alleyway.
Yeah,
the mob kills him. They throw him up. He's sleeping on there's a bunch of stairway, because it's shot in the lot.
Yeah,
he puts him on, goes home to his girlfriend who makes him a whiskey sour or something, some weird drink he likes. Oh, it's tequila with a sugar cube in it or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Then he goes and he tells the mob boss, like, "Fuck you! I know you killed me. Blah blah blah. I don't give a shit." And that's it.
But they kill him though at the end. Did they get killed?
I don't remember if he dies or not.
I think he's gonna get killed because there's booby traps in the office. And there's a guy behind a false wall and it raises up and he shoots him. Something like that.
I haven't watched that in a while. That was early on the show. That was
I
watched that 6 years ago at this point.
Oh God, yeah.
Let me find out because I'm curious.
I'm pretty sure that's what happens, and because the ending of the show is someone else gets the shoes, so it's always gonna. He's never gonna let this go. So this guy's gonna get killed eventually.
Which sucks because the person who put the shoes on that becomes that guy didn't do anything wrong. And
go
for it.
It's kind of the dark side of the episode.
It's Chris Pine in the Wonder Woman 1984. That
right?
Guy didn't do anything wrong, and he gets raped.
I still have not seen that movie.
It's Chris Pine comes back and just takes over another guy.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I just can't. I can't watch it. I'm not watching it. I'm not doing it.
Have you ever heard me say "fuck a superhero movie"? I just go, "They're fine, whatever." Yeah. Fuck that movie.
No, that movie sucks.
Stupid.
Yeah,
I didn't hate the movie. It's just a majority of it is stupid.
But you saying he gets raped by Gal Gadot, it reminded me of the MST3K episode where the guy gets taken by the gang. Women goes, "No, run, honey, call the police, help me." And it was the Ed Wood written.
I thought that was the Whip, where the girls come into his house.
Well, yeah, it was the part where he's outside in a park and they rape the guy. The gang. Basically, the insinuation is they gang rape him. And the joke is, "Yeah, honey, go run, help me. Please."
So, Kitten with a Whip is the one where she goes into his house. So that one is
it's something like all these girls out of control or
pornography one.
It might be.
They're shooting the pornography, and it's just a woman in a bikini.
Pretty much.
I can't remember the name of that episode for some reason.
I think
that must be season 2, right? Dead Man's Shoes.
Dead Man's Shoes. Great Patty Constantine movie you got to still watch, huh? Dead Man's Shoes.
That's what makes me think when when we talked about the movie, I'm like, yeah, okay, I remember that.
Guy, you'd love Patty Con. That's a great movie. I love Dead Man's Shoes.
Season 3.
I gotta buy that one. That's a good
Continue
one.
with the plot. Oh, I'm trying to find this.
So Helen Mirren puts the shoes on. She goes to the house. She is in the bathtub. Yeah, she gets off. She takes off her slip, shows off her bod in her underoos, and she's gonna take a bath. And she takes the shoes off, and she's immediately stunned and timid again because she's like, "Who am I? Where am I? I'm sorry. I'll leave right now." She puts the shoes back on. What the fuck? Draw my bath, you fucking bitch. And then she, the maid draws the bath. But here's the question. Did she take a bath with the shoes on? Because she gets all cleaned up and dressed up. So she's wearing shoes the entire time?
She doesn't get in the bath.
She does. She gets dressed up in her clothes.
No, she takes off her clutch.
No, yeah, but she puts the shoes back on. Her hair's all nice and done. She bathed.
She took off her dress.
Yeah. No, I know.
Walking over to the tub, she takes the shoes off and stops.
Yes, but she puts the shoes back on, and then she she's dressed up in the new clothes.
Yeah, I don't think she finished her bath because she still doesn't understand what the shoes do.
Yeah, but her hair is all nice and done.
So she did her hair.
She bathed. She absolutely bathed. She had the shoes on in the bathtub. This show's stupid. Like, fuck, it's done. Show's over. Failed. Plot hole.
I remember in the original version, he goes in to shave and takes his shoes off for some reason. And he's like, oh, and he has a razor, and he comes out. He's like, I don't know what the fuck happened.
And he jumps out a window.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some answers right now.
I'm gonna go find one of those details.
Oh God, when I first saw that, that's so brilliantly funny.
Dead Man's Shoes, finally. Holy
shit. So how does it end?
It ends with, I'm pretty sure you're right, but let's find out.
Because I do like this episode because it's the woman's version, and the husband kills her, and she calls him from the house. She calls Jeffrey Tambor, and she goes, "Hi, honey, I guess you weren't expecting to hear from me again,
right?
Considering you killed me." And he's like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." Oh. And she goes like, "Oh, don't worry, blah blah blah." And she's basically saying, "I'm going to kill you when you get home." So he gets home, doesn't know who this woman is. She attacks him. Then she runs away because the cops come, and she runs away. Oh, no, she chases him down the road and starts shooting a gun at him.
She's right in front of him with a gun.
Yeah.
Misses. How do you fuck that up?
Well, how many times does she shoot that gun? She fires like 8 or 9 shots, or 5 or 6 shots. The gun's like what, 6 bullets, a 6-shooter. So she's out of bullets by the end of the time.
No, she has bullets left. She has at least one. I can say that for certain.
Yeah, but at the end, because the black maid goes and shoots them.
Okay, so let's pause there. Let's backtrack a little bit. I do want to say, did those 2 punk girls in the thrift shop at the beginning where they're giggling when Helen Mirren's there, did they not remind you of the girls from the Trunk episode with Bud Cort?
Oh.
For 85.
You know, the whores? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she want to do something with your life? Or,
yeah.
I'm Bud Cort.
I got flashbacks to that episode of all things.
Oh, that was a good episode.
That's fine.
That was a better episode. Because Twilight Zone 1985 sucks.
No.
It's pretty terrible.
Here's the problem.
It's pretty bad.
Night Gallery sucks.
2002
Twilight Zone, that's okay.
It's okay.
85 is a waste of time. It's not bad. It's not bad enough to be enjoyable. It's not bad enough to hate. It's just like this flat line.
Well, it's a mixed bag. Some of the episodes are pretty interesting because they don't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to say. It sucks because Night Gallery sucks.
Well, Night Gallery, I mean, that fucking ape episode.
People are defending it like crazy.
Like, you know what? Tell people to watch that ape episode. And you know what? That's all you gotta say. Enough said. Watch that stupid. What was it? Man, Death, Kill, or what was it?
It was Hatred Unto Death.
Hatred Unto Death.
What?
Awful.
See, this shit's in my brain now. Fuck it.
Awful. Hatred Unto Death. That was the title.
Hatred Unto Death.
Oh my god.
It's in my brain.
He hates me. Why does he hate me so?
Yeah, he looks at an ape and goes, "I'm gonna fuck that thing up. Fuck him.
I'm gonna take you home and rape you and beat you and shoot you, and then you're gonna impale me on a bunch of antlers."
That character and his motivations is what I saw when I watched The Terminal, and it's Stanley Tucci just goes, "Fuck you, Tom Hanks. I'm gonna fuck you up for life." And it's like, why? Why do you care about this guy? Like, I don't know why Stanley Tucci.
You need a villain, I guess. I don't know.
There is zero motivation. I hate that fucking movie for that reason. And
Well, it's like Sully, the Clint Eastwood movie about the airplane. They had to invent a villain because there was no
John
conflict.
Goodman?
No, John Goodman was in Flight.
Oh,
That was another movie.
I will not watch those movies because I'm like, no, I don't give a shit.
You gotta watch Flight just for the ending.
Well, no, you told me about Flight. That sounds actually interesting.
Just watch like the last 20 minutes of Flight.
I love Clint Eastwood. You know that.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
Sully.
It's not a bad movie. It's just there's nothing to
landed
it.
a plane in the Hudson after hitting some birds. Big fucking deal. Why is there
It's
a
just-
movie?
It's bland. It's so bland.
And then the other one he made looks interesting, but I just haven't watched it. That 15 whatever to Paris.
Oh, that one, no, thank you, because he used the real people to act in it. They can't act for shit, so it's like it's unbearable to watch. So I don't have no interest in that one.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and I hated Invictus. I hate Invictus.
Invictus is fucking terrible.
I hate Invictus. Hereafter, I didn't watch. That sucked too.
American Sniper, he did some of that with some of the
American
soldiers.
Sniper was good. It's just
it's political as fuck for no reason.
well, I mean, he was that character, but I guess
get
he
it.
did.
I have no problem with that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's how
Well, I
people
mean, I guess he did kind of fidge a bit on his record, though. He did some of it. He did lie about it,
Yeah,
and that
so-
was proven true. But Jesse Ventura sued him when he was dead. It was just like, you know what? Just let this one go, Jesse. You know, let it go.
But they can't win, man. I'm Jesse
I'm
the
the
mind
governor.
now, not the
I'm
body.
the mind. I'm the mind.
I
Not
was
to
that
be-
guy that did this, and now I'm the guy that does this.
I was in Abraxas and Predator.
What the fuck was he?
He was a wrestler.
A governor? What was he of
He was
Minnesota?
governor of Minnesota.
How? What the fuck is wrong with you, Minnesota?
No,
The
Minnesota.
guy's out of his goddamn. He's like Randy Quaid. He's out of his goddamn mind.
Hey, we're gonna be having Caitlyn Jenner as our governor soon, so go figure that
True,
one
but
out.
I heard. I don't know if this is true. But I keep hearing how Jesse Ventura is now in Mexico, like living in a bunker, and he's fucking like out of his goddamn mind.
Well, he had that conspiracy theory show on a History Channel for a minute, or A&E, or one of those networks that used to be good, and now all they show is reality shows.
He talks like he's on Whippets.
He's
He's
nuts.
going to do Whip It. It's like, oh man, I don't even know. Like, it sounds like that.
I got time to bleed.
I remember once I was in like 9th grade or 10th grade. I just started driving and I was getting gas at a gas station. And I look over and there's some guys from high school I didn't really know, but they knew me. And they rolled on the window and he grabs one of those Whip It things, those little ones. You know what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he takes it and he goes, "You want to do Whip It?" Or he goes, "You want to do Whippets, man? They're awesome. We got a lot of them if you want to do some." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm good."
And you see his fucking brain split in two immediately,
I'm like,
because
"You
that
realize
shit
what-
is so bad for you.
Oh, it'll kill you.
Dangerous. Yeah, it's not
3 in
good.
a row, you're dead.
Yeah.
But I was like, "Oh, you guys have fun."
They didn't make it past 2010.
One of those guys died when I was in my 11th grade.
Wow.
12th grade, I forget which.
Jesus.
So yeah,
We didn't have any high school deaths when I went to high school.
we had one.
My friends who went to Oakdale High, and this is every year somebody died for their entire run.
Was that in
and
Oakland?
No, it was Oakdale. It's a small town near Modesto. It's a nicer kind of cowboy town. So if you know what that means, but it's like it was weird. Like that. And my friend, who I'm friends with, his friend was one of the person that died one year, and he said, "Yeah, that was it's weird when you lose your friend in high school." He goes, "It's a weird feeling, man. It's like you were just there, and next day he's gone." It was just, and then every year this happened every year.
Yeah.
So they were like a cursed They were a cursed class, I guess.
This won't be me getting too serious like we do with the Adam Talk.
Yeah.
Just my sister had a boyfriend when she was in like middle school or maybe out. She was probably high school by then. She was older than me, so she was probably high school, freshman year. And he came over, and the dude was awesome. And she dates like scumbags, like guys that have prison records. That's usually her track record. And she brings this guy home and like, this guy's awesome. You should stay with him. He's great. Like, he was nice to me. He was nice to my family, polite to my mom, which is weird for one of those guys. I go, you should stay with him. A year later, he's playing basketball in the gym, dies of a heart attack. I'm like, he's fucking 16. How the fuck did he? And it's like,
yeah.
And I had to go to that funeral. And I look back behind me at the funeral, and I see them close the casket, and I watched the casket all the way to the gravesite and put it in. I go, I'm the last person to see that guy's face in the world.
It's fucked up. Yeah.
It was cool because at his funeral they played Metallica because he was super into Metallica. So I was like, this is fucking weird. So, what's that? Nothing Else Matters. Every time I hear that,
wow,
I go back to that.
Wow. Do they say "Until It Sleeps"?
No, that wasn't out yet.
Or King Nothing. Oh yeah, that's the same.
Where's your crown, King
Nothing?
All right.
When I fucking die, I want that song on, and I'm going to be buried in the fucking ground.
Helen Mirren has a very weird career.
Yes, she does.
Where she's either in like super
trash,
British artsy stuff, or
just trash.
Red 2.
Caligula.
That
was directed by a penthouse guy.
Well, what's that art movie she's in? Where the nudity one?
Calendar Girls.
The Thief, the Cook, the Wife.
Oh, the Thief, the Thief, the Cook, the Lover, yeah.
Whatever the fuck that's called. I watched that and I go, ooh, Helen Mirren. Holy shit. I had no idea. I skimmed through it because I didn't want to watch the movie. So I was like, get my dick out as quick as possible.
Ah! I felt the same way about the Queen.
No, but I watched her and I go, oh, damn, girl. Okay, you got it.
She got going on.
She did.
Well, it's weird because once she got the Oscar in 2006, she's been in everything. Like, she just doesn't stop working. The Queen, 2006.
Oh, I didn't.
So from 2006 to now, Helen Mirren is like a joke because she'll do anything. Where before she was kind of like, oh, she's a respected actress. Now she's like, she's in the Fast and Furious movies, for Christ's sake.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And she's always like, she's got a machine gun. She's behind a 50 caliber machine gun, and we're supposed to be going, that's so cool because she's an old lady.
This put like, the new thing on granny shifting.
And I've seen. It's just like, oh Christ, stop! Did you watch Gunpowder Milkshake? Speaking of that,
are you just saying random words right now?
Gunpowder Milkshake is a movie on Netflix. It's about an all-female. It's one of those female hit woman movies. That's like, it's a John Wick for chicks, and it's fucking terrible. It's so bad.
I'm looking at her credits, and they are just.
She should have been in Gunpowder Milkshake. It's like, ugh. So terrible.
I didn't realize she was in Hobbs and Shaw. I've seen that movie twice.
Yeah. Well, she's Hobbs' mom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or Shaw's mom. She's Jason Statham's mom.
Yeah, Shaw.
Yeah.
So she's in the sequel to Shazam, which is apparently in 2023. I didn't know they're bothering.
Oh, she's playing probably a goddess or something.
Hespera, so yes.
Yeah, there she goes. Yeah.
She's in Fast 9.
Did you know that?
Liar.
Did you know Russell Crowe's playing Zeus in Thor?
The backstory of Thor?
No, Thor Love and Thunder is going to have the Greek gods, and Russell Crowe is going to be Zeus, and Christian Bale, I think, is going to be Hercules.
But Zeus is already played by Anthony Hopkins.
No, he's Odin.
Oh, you're right.
So this is Greek mythology.
Yeah, I got confused there.
Yeah.
Got my wire crossed.
They're bringing Hercules into it, and I think Christian Bale's Hercules is going to be weird.
I like this stage of Russell Crowe's career. Because
I'm sorry. Christian Bale's going to be Beta Ray Bill. That's the rumor.
Either way, but Russell Crowe has got to the point where he's like, I'm not a leading man. Gonna gain 75 pounds.
I love to eat pizza and drink beer.
Because he's
smoke.
He's doing a thing like in real life with he was a number of years ago with John Oliver on his show on Last Week Tonight.
Oh, wait, he had his divorce auction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Divorce auction.
Yeah.
John bought the leather.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The leather jackstrap from Cinderella Man.
And then my favorite, right back at you, pal, joke was Russell Crowe donated the money to the zoo and named it the John Oliver Koala Chlamydia Award. I'm like, fucking that Russell Crowe is a sense of humor. That is amazing.
No, Russell Crowe's awesome. I love Russell Crowe. I don't give a shit if he's an asshole. He doesn't give a fuck. He's funny. He's cool, and like he's kind of mellowed out. I think that's what he got mellow. And so, because before he was kind of like, if you made fun of his music, he would beat the shit out of you. And now he'd probably laugh and be like, "Yeah, it is kind of a bullshit thing." I think he gets it now.
He finally understood what he is, and we're not laughing at him. I don't want to laugh. I want to laugh with him because he's a fucking funny dude. And the Koala Chlamydia Award is so funny.
He's a great actor. He's great in everything he does. He's amazing.
Well, you and I talked how Russell Crowe and Denzel won the Oscars in reverse. They should.
Yeah.
I remember having that conversation with you where Denzel won for
Training Day.
He should have won for The Hurricane.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe won for Gladiator, but he should have won for Beautiful Mind.
Was it Insider? I think it was the Insider.
Whatever it was like reversed and like,
can
we switch those? It's the same people. Can we just switch them?
Yeah.
Just say, we fucked up.
Well, that's what the Oscar does. They give the award based on a career, not the performance, and it's just like, you guys. Because Denzel needs to get 2 more Oscars, but they're never. I mean, now he probably won't get them because he's too old. They want to give to the young up and comer now because we care about youth. But back to Russell Crowe, I guess he had the divorce auction. He went on because I saw on YouTube it was the Australian news show, the morning show.
Yeah,
he had it on there and he was talking. I guess he knew the reporters because they were laughing with him. And he goes, "Oh yeah, well, hey Diane, you want to buy this from me, hey?" And they show something. But he had a bunch of like props and shit, giant storage room or giant warehouse full of shit for sale. But he had a bunch of watches because I guess Russell Crowe's a big watch collector.
Yeah.
So he's got like millions of dollars worth of watches. But I guess when you went to go look at what sold at his auction, about 50% of the watches he took back and he didn't sell them. He pulled them out of the auction, which I thought was funny.
Like, fuck it.
It was just like, this watch is worth $7 million. I'm keeping it. That's mine. Yeah. I'm not going to sell that one. So it was pretty funny.
We're on this one now.
Dead Woman's Shoes. Oh, so did you find the ending of the original episode?
Yeah, I told you. It's how you said it. The guy
is it okay? Is that how it was?
Shoots him, and then they put the body in the alley, and then you see this where it's just another homeless guy walking behind some boxes.
Oh yeah,
and that's it.
It should have been the fugitive alien character.
Oh no!
Cross over that episode with this one.
That episode.
I'm gonna find a child to molest now in my new shoes.
He took her back to his home planet and made her queen. Oh, he raped a child is what you're saying. Great.
Is that what happened in the episode? Is that what they said?
And then, okay, quick rant about the fugitive. She doesn't have parents. She lives with her aunt. He shows up as an old man. He's an alien, but he plays an old man, and he's carrying her up the stairs. And like that clip I showed where then you find a young girlfriend who wouldn't want to hang out with me anymore. I have it somewhere.
Oh, that's X-rated Twilight Zone.
It's so fucking creepy. But then
Because then I wouldn't have the fun of carrying you. And you'd get yourself a young boyfriend.
I'm serious. You could do it, couldn't you?
Well, perhaps, but... No, Jenny, I mustn't do it.
Why?
And then the end is he's a younger dude. He's a young man, and then he took this girl to his home planet to get away from her abusive step-parent, who's the girl from the Beverly Hillbillies, and Miss Janeway, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah.
Not Janeway.
Mr. Drysdale.
Yeah, that girl. And then he takes her to her home planet, and he goes, Rod's like, and he made her queen, and he took her. I'm like, that girl's like 6 or 7.
Did Rod Serling write that episode?
And it gets even worse because the guy leaves like a serial killer calling card. He puts a photo of himself from when he's like 27 in that picture and leaves it under the girl's pillow on her bed. So at best case scenario, the aunt comes into the room and goes, "Where's my fuck is the?" And she finally looks up the pillow and finds a framed photograph of an old, like a 27-year-old, and goes, and has no answer for the rest of her life. That guy's fucking her like crazy. Made her a queen though, at least.
Well, she got something out of it. What do you want?
It's so fucked up. They want to do like a fairy tale, but it's a fairy tale of rape and like child molestation.
Well, there you go. That would be a sequel episode. Now I gotta watch the episode with commentary and see how they talk about it.
Yeah, I want to see the aliens be like, "Why the fuck did you bring a child? You're gonna marry her? What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Oh, they probably would be all for it because the society is a weird, fucked up society.
It's Jeffrey Epstein planet.
Jeffrey Epstein's planet. That's what it is. Well, she's a little too young. We prefer 14-year-olds, but all right, you win. We'll make her queen.
7-year-old, we can really get into her mind and make her do some things.
But can she massage feet?
That's the thing you got to think about there when you.
We're gonna have to train this one.
I know one thing about that girl.
Something wrong with her. I know she's not deaf or dumb or retarded or anything.
So, yeah.
Very good segue.
Holy shit. Okay, so Helen Mirren puts on the shoes. She shows up at the place, talks to Inez. They have a back and forth conversation, whatever. She takes out the shoes. Goes
Basically, Jeffrey Tambor comes home. She tries to kill him.
Oh, she calls him at work.
Yeah, and tells him, "You try to kill. I'm here. You try to kill me, but it didn't work.
You did kill me.
You did kill me, but here I am." Huh?
Yeah.
And then he comes, and then they have the altercation, and then Helen Mirren's running. She runs down the street with the gun, which made me laugh. Then I think the shoe falls off because she runs too fast, and the shoe comes off.
Stops, and she goes, "These shoes," and takes them off.
That's what. Yeah.
Oh!
She throws the gun away in the garbage can.
She puts the shoes in the trash can and runs away. We do not see Helen Mirren, our main
That's
character.
it. She's gone. No, that's it.
That is weird, right?
No. And then she turns into a black woman.
And then Inez, real quick. Helen Mirren shows up at the house. She's walking up the stairs holding the dog, going, "Well, I of course I don't need to talk to you about this, Inez. I know about what you did to your son, or I know about all the affairs." And I'm like,
right.
What is this about? And none of it mattered. Why the fuck did they have that?
Yeah.
It was so random.
Well, just to prove that she knew these people.
Why the random backstory on Inez, a character? I don't give a shit if she's cheating on her husband.
Because she's just a bitch.
Let me play that scene because it is batshit crazy, the dialogue. Okay. Here it is. I found that pretty quick, actually. I'll give myself a kudos for that.
Hey, how about that?
Yeah, jerk myself off.
Are you a friend of Mr. Montgomery's?
Oh, that's very good, Inez. That's very good. I like the way you put that.
Poor poodle.
Whoever you are, you can't just come in here and pretend you own this place.
Pilar?
You would have to get Mr. Montgomery's permission before I could allow you to stay.
Okay. I'm only stopping so I don't get shut down.
Yeah.
And here we go.
He didn't say anything about having guests.
Now, what's wrong, Inez? Has Carlito been running around on you again? Why don't you dump him? I mean, you could take all that money you've been saving from those holiday bonuses Mr. Montgomery's been giving you and start over. Now, don't worry. I won't tell anyone about the bonuses. Your secret's still safe with me.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I think she's banging the husband.
Well, here we go.
But then he kicks her out, too.
First of all, she's married to Al Pacino? I had no idea.
I had Carlito!
Yeah.
I can't help, Carlito!
You know his way. It's to get shot right outside a bus or a train.
A train.
That's how he works.
And have Luis Guzman get shot, murdered, too. No, I leave it right here. Oh!
John Leguizamo does not fuck around, okay? Johnny Legs will shoot you. He didn't give a fuck where. But that's a movie that is not very good, but it's still good.
I watch it every time it's on.
Yes.
It's one of those
Not
movies
good,
that you
but
get
it's
sucked
good.
into it. Yeah.
It reminds
Adios, counselor.
It's if Donnie Brasco and Scarface had a baby, it would be Carlito's Way.
Yeah, yeah. Because there's that I don't think I've ever sat and watched it all the way through from beginning to end. I think I just catch it because I always catch it in the beginning where he's with his cousin, and they're in the no look deeper into the ice chest. There's beer in there. How there's no beer here? No, you gotta look deep. And then the guy with the knife comes out, and Carlito's setting up the shot with the pool table. No one do the shot. It's gonna make you go crazy. You're gonna dream about this shot. It's gonna be amazing. I learned it in prison. Oh, Carlito gonna tell us something. Look, and everybody's like getting around Carlito.
But why?
Which, I mean, it's a neat set. It's well directed. It's De Palma, so there's a lot of fun stuff in it.
Yeah,
it's just
his suits are ridiculous in that movie.
Oh, and I found out Penelope Ann Miller and Al Pacino were having an affair on that movie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Juicy.
She has some big titties. She still does. I didn't realize she was so fucking top heavy.
It's like Scarface Light, that movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's Diet Scarface.
I think I would prefer it. Scarface is okay.
Scarface sucks.
I think Carlito's Way is better than Scarface.
I agree. Can we just admit that Scarface isn't that good?
It's not that good.
It's got four good. The chainsaw scene in the bathtub. F. Murray Abraham being thrown out of a helicopter.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Not realizing that he's being thrown out of a helicopter.
Yes.
Is there a stuntman for this? No, F. Ah!
I remember I left your house once. I don't know if I ever told you this. And I remember I was super fucking drunk and I skateboarded home.
And you ran into F. Murray Abraham.
I slipped because it was raining on Hollywood Boulevard, which is marble. I should not have been on skateboarding. That's a stupid idea.
No, it's an idea.
I slipped. F. Murray Abraham caught me. He goes, Jesus Christ! And caught me. I go, hey, thank
you, F. Murray Abraham.
I was like, you saved my life, man, because I would have smacked my fucking head open on that marble. And then I was like, all right, bye.
It was F. Murray Abraham.
It was.
Are you sure it was F. Murray Abraham or that other actor that kind of looks like F. Murray Abraham, but I don't know his name? The other character actor? The guy that was the bad guy in Breaking Bad, the guy with the wheelchair in the butt.
No, that's Victor Sullivan. No, not him. Or not.
No.
What's his name? But yeah, no, it wasn't him. It was it. Here's the thing. It was either F. Murray Abraham or it was my guardian angel, who turns out is for some reason F. Murray Abraham.
It's F. Murray Abraham.
Who's the identical twin. I go, hey, they're doing some weird thing there. You know, they do the weird shit at night.
I think Star Trek Insurrection was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I hated Star Trek Insurrection the first time I watched it. Second time I watched it as an adult, I was like, pretty good movie, actually. My favorite.
It's one of the closest thing to an episode they ever did.
It's my favorite movie now of the Picard movies. Because it's the closest to an episode that's not an action movie.
Yeah.
You got the Data on the planet, and he shoots the thing and makes it zzz. They see the mountain of people.
Well, she did that in an episode, but whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who watches The Watchers?
Yeah.
But good. I like that movie. And
Tell you gotta watch DS9. It's a good show.
I'll get around to
it. Do it for Adam.
That's what I was going to say. Part of the reason I don't want to finish watching Star Trek stuff is because of Adam.
Yeah, well, Orville. Yeah.
Because him and I were watching the original series together,
and
then we moved on to other stuff, and so we started doing Orville. I want you to do the Orville with me, man. Do it.
Oh, I gotta watch it. Yeah, but I'll probably do that. We'll figure out a way to do that.
I will say this: I watched the. I can send you a new flash drive, man.
Yeah, do that. Yeah,
I have to anyway because I got to send you Pig.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be in 3 weeks now.
All right, well, that sounds good. Yeah, we'll do Orville. That sounds fun.
Orville is good, and I want to continue the show because Adam really wanted to finish it, and I want to do that for him. So it'll be fun. And it's a good show. It's the first couple episodes.
Yeah, I've heard it's a good episode. Yeah, or a good show. Yeah.
It's if you want to watch Star Trek, and like the Star Trek Discovery, here we go. You're not going to get Star Trek. Orville, you're going to get Star Trek. But if you watch Next Generation, you're going to be like, that's that episode. So there's a little of that, but it's
fine.
Way better than Discovery.
Oh yeah, anything's better than that piece of shit.
Yeah, but anyway, she gets her husband home. She says, "You pushed me out in front of the blah blah blah, or out of the window, or off the cliff, or what the fuck she says he did to her."
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
He's like, "I didn't do that," and Inez is watching from up above, so she hears everything. And he's like, "I know you did." And she pulls out the gun then, and then he's walking, and he's like, I'll show the clip, but he's like right the fuck in front of her. But everyone goes, those shoes. Those are Susan's shoes.
I know those shoes.
How does she miss him right here? Okay. I think this will be a good spot. I can't really tell. But let's find out.
And then when I did hit...
No!
Over here, darling. It's Judgment Day.
Does he look better?
Look at how she fills out that sweater.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Jesus.
People talking about what's the other actress I confused with her for a while back?
Well, Helen Mirren and who?
What's the other? The one with James Bond. M from James Bond.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Judi Dench.
Judi Dench. People talk about her like she's the most beautiful thing. I'm like, no. Helen Mirren's way better.
Yeah. Oh God.
Jury's turned in its verdict. Guilty as charged.
He's right the fuck there.
Maybe she did hit him.
No, he runs away and he's alive at the end. But he runs out and
let's count her. How many times she shoots at him.
At least they gave us this. I will give this episode credit for a couple things. One of them is this. That.
Yeah,
she looks in the mirror, sees herself. That's why she doesn't understand why everyone's just like, who are you?
Yeah.
Because how do you explain to someone that you're not who you think you are? Because of some fucking shoes you put on. Women be shopping.
Well, that's why I like, because when they say, "Oh, we're doing a remake of this or that," and it's like it's an adaptation, so you make it different, but it's the same story but different. This one succeeds on that level because it is different, same story, but it does do different things with it. And it's kind of interesting. It's a different twist on it, and like, okay, I can get behind that, and it's well done. I like the episode. This episode's probably the best one we've seen so far in the 85 series, honestly.
Oh,
I would say it's the best. I mean, I'm trying to think what's the better one than this one.
Let me look up what we've done so far.
I don't think there's one better than this one.
We have done. Okay, this is
gonna make me sad.
This is our 18th episode of Twilight Zone. No, 19th
of 85.
I liked. Okay, so we did Lost and Found. Fucking sucked. Room 2426. Not good. Our Selena is Dying. The Trunk.
Show's okay. This is better.
Acts of Terror, which is the dog saving the woman from being abused by her husband.
That was
Teacher's Aid, which was Adrian Barbeau.
Okay, all right, you win. Yeah, Teacher's Aid.
The Card, which is Dickless and his wife.
Oh, that's right.
It's a credit card.
Oh, and Button was good.
Button is by far the best.
Button's the best one. Yeah, this is the second best one.
Edgar Witherspoon, which is the old guy in the basement with doll heads. Rendezvous in a Dark Place. That doesn't sound familiar at all. What the fuck is Rendezvous in a Dark Place? What season is that? 150. No. 326. So that's season 326. Why can't I find it?
Rendezvous in a Dark Place.
Is that might be Night Gallery. I might be confused. I might have it in the wrong list. No, it says 150. That's definitely Quality Zone. Rendezvous in a Dark Place.
Well, this is fascinating.
326. Why can't I find it?
Rendezvous. Oh God, that's gonna drive me crazy now. I gotta figure that one out.
Doesn't that sound familiar?
It does sound familiar. Hold on. I gotta have James Coco. Twilight Zone 85.
I'm not impervious to mistakes here. So what the fuck is that episode?
Wait a minute. It says here this Twilight Zone was on from 85 to 89.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. What was it called again? Rendezvous in a Dark Place.
1 second. That is from '89. Yeah, season 3, episode 60. Did we do that one yet?
Season 3.
I believe it's Gets Great Joy. Oh, it's the old lady going to funerals. It's the remake episode of Nothing in the Dark.
Oh my God, that was that deep into the show.
Then we did Button, which is better. Private Channel, which sucked. A Message from Charity, I like more than this.
That was actually not a bad episode.
Yeah, that one I thought I was gonna fucking hate, and I was like, that was pretty good actually.
That one's probably
One Life Punished in Early Poverty, which sucked.
Man, third season of Twilight Zone 85 is shit. The first episode is Curious Case of Edgar Witherspoon. You have Arcelina is Dying is episode 8. Acts of Terror is 11. The Trunk was 14. Appointment on Route 17 is episode 15.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of season 3 episodes.
Yeah. Well, let me finish here. We did What Are Friends For, which was the Fred Savage episode.
Which one's that?
Fred Savage. Fred Savage and Lucas Haas with the imaginary friend in the woods and same imaginary friend the dad had.
Well, I didn't see that. I wasn't there for that. I missed that one.
Then we did The Library, which is good. So that's ahead of this.
I wouldn't say The Library was good.
I would. I liked it.
I would put this above The Library.
Love is Blind, which sucked. That was the blind dude. What is Love is Blind?
There's that Val Kilmer movie where you can see, and it's Mary Sorvino.
Love is Blind was that was a Ben Murphy episode. Not as good as this.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're so forgettable.
That's right. Oh my God, we just watched that.
We just last week.
Oh my God,
gone already. Memories.
Wow. Don't kill your wife because she's cheating on you. You think? Yeah.
So I'm gonna put Button, The Library, Teacher's Aid, then this.
I'll go Button, this one, Teacher's Aid.
Yeah, you're probably right. This, then Teacher's Aid.
And the Trunk follows this one.
I might have liked the Trunk more than this.
I think the Trunk is just a sweet episode.
The Trunk was fun. It didn't take itself seriously. This one is fine. It's okay.
Yeah, it's serviceable.
It's serviceable. Problem
like I said,
this show is every episode I watch is either a 5 or a 6, and that's it. Except for Button, which got a 7 or 8 out of me. I think it got an 8. I talked about last episode or first episode we did.
The Button is solid. That's probably
great.
That's the best one.
Mare Winningham was fucking great in that.
She's the star of the show.
She looked straight out of Raising Arizona. She was great.
She looked just like my friend Tessa, and it scared the shit out of me. It was so awkward. I was like, "Oh my God, that's Tessa." Jesus Christ.
Tessa sounds gross.
No, she's very pretty, very nice, very wonderful girl.
Then how did she remind you of Mare Winningham from
Because she looked like Mary Winningham. She looked just like her. But young Mare Winningham, not old Mare Winningham.
Not American Horror Story season 1.
Not American Horror Story, no. She looked like the young Mare Winningham before the smoking got to her.
She's super racist in American Horror Story season 1. It's great. She's trying to sell houses while trying to be racist at the same time. It's fucking funny.
I've seen American Horror Story season 1.
Yeah, I love it.
I saw that one, yeah.
It's a season where if you watch the first 3 episodes, you're going, ugh. Because I watched those, I was like, no, I'm not on board at all. Episodes after that, I go, fuck, I'm on board now. Because
it's very twisty. Yeah.
The first 3 episodes are like horny as fuck, and I'm like, stop it. Yeah. Your TV, you're not going to show anything, so stop it. And then I was like, all right, they stopped doing that, and it's fucking great.
There's good setup and payoffs on that one.
And Alexandra, what's her name? Breckenridge. Alexandra Breckenridge is in season 1. She's also in Walking Dead, season 6, 7, somewhere in there. Yep. Oh my God, she's something.
I don't watch that show. Was she the redhead?
She plays the maid, younger.
Yeah, the redhead maid. Yeah.
Yeah, but here you go in real life.
And she was in Walking Dead.
Yeah, she's in The Walking Dead. Boom.
Oh yeah, no, she was hot. I remember.
Yeah, she's something.
She's something, all right. She's dead in woman's shoes.
Here she is, all preggers.
Oh, boo! Her body's ruined. Boo!
No, actresses are like, get the fuck back in shape. Yeah,
they go back to smoking and eating crackers.
Babies.
They're probably evil fucking witches.
Keep my youth. That should be an episode of some anthology show.
I thought it was.
Eat their babies and to maintain their youth.
Well, that was the rumor. That's one of those urban legends, I guess. Keanu Reeves supposedly was at a Hollywood party, and he looked in the fridge, and there was a fetus in there. And a guy, and like there's a producer, and he guess he punched the guy out, and he left the party. And that's supposedly some urban legend that.
What a lazy legend!
I don't know where I heard that somewhere. I don't know where it comes from. It's one of those weird urban legends of Hollywood. They're fucking weirdos.
I'm gonna look it up. Keanu Reeves fetus fridge punch.
Fetus fridge.
Fake news about Keanu Reeves and blood of babies tops YouTube search.
Yeah, there you go.
So fucking weird. Helen Mirren fucks off to elsewhere.
Speaking of dead babies,
to quote the gentleman, she fucks off when she came. She leaves. The new maid, which is immediately there because the trash is still there, so it must be hours later. Because why else would the trash be on the curb still?
That's what confused me because I thought that was Inez, and she turned into a black woman. She put the shoes on.
I was so confused. I was like, the storyline should be Inez is fired. She goes out, throw away something, finds the shoes, gets her revenge on this guy. That makes sense, right? No. Inez gets fired because he's like, I'm going to go stay at this other place for a while. So I guess I don't need you. Why don't you fuck off and once you came as well? And she's like, oh, you piece of shit, and leaves. And then some fucking like random maid shows up and just goes outside, picks up the trash, looks at the trash, throws something away. And it's just like,
and the gun's right there.
Well, she grabs the shoes just out of the fucking trash. I'm like, who does that?
These shoes are real nice.
If I'm gonna grab shoes out of the trash, I'm gonna go rinse them under the sink for 12 seconds, and then throw those fuckers on.
I'm gonna tell you what. If there's shoes in the trash, I'm not fucking touching them. No, thank you. It's not happening.
Thinking about even not even thinking about like voodoo or like.
I'm thinking of disease.
I'm thinking of like foot fungus or some fucking weird like rabies shoes.
Yeah, some weird fucking blood sample with cum on it is in there. You put your bare feet in there.
I always think when I see something in the trash on the side of the road, like when we do our large dump here in the suburbs, it's like they threw that away for some reason.
Bed bugs. Bed bugs is number one.
Beds or bed bugs. Do not pick up a bed on the side of the road.
Well, they won't even let you take a mattress to thrift stores anymore or certain furniture. They don't take it.
Blame them?
Well, no. No.
No, I don't.
We had to deal with it 3 times in one of our buildings. Same person 3 times.
Well, the problem is getting rid of your bed does not solve your bed bugs problem.
No, because they travel on suitcases.
Yeah, it goes to the carpet. It goes back up to the bed when you get into bed.
It could go on wood. It could be on a table you take from the side of the road. Like that's how.
Or not a joke. Like,
no, it's fucked.
Like bed bugs are fucked.
It's $1,500 if you want to clean out an apartment with bed bugs every time. I know we've done it.
Yes, you definitely are in the know of that.
It sucks.
That's why hotels are like, do not bring your fucking dog in here.
And we couldn't kick them out because of COVID.
Oh, wow.
So they did it 3 times. I think they're gone now. They're gone now because it was like, you guys
At that point, you should be able to charge them for that.
Well, I don't think we did. You could. It's a gray area, but
yeah.
I think we try. Whatever.
the maid takes the shoes, puts on it, and it was like she has a.
But the gun's right there.
He looks at the gun. Well, Helen Mirren threw it in the grass.
Yeah, I know. So the gun's been there for 9 minutes. Yeah.
Here's the problem. This
Yeah.
is why it should be Inez. The
Yeah.
timeline is stupid because
That's
the garbage
why.
is on the curb. You bring that out the day of the trash, the day before the trash picks up in the morning.
You're right. I hate this episode.
So at most, it should be a couple hours.
Yeah.
Instead, he's replaced the maid completely with a whole different person for no reason, even though the fact he's not going to be in that house anymore. Why did he replace her? It's so long. It's such a short period of time. The trash is still there. The gun's still there. And she puts on the shoes and is like, here's the gun, picks it up. You hear like the narrator talking, and then you just hear it's the heat where he shows up to kill Danny Trejo. It cuts outside and you see the
Yeah. I can't feel nothing, man.
Don't leave me here like this.
And I think his wife was Inez in that movie.
No, it was Anne. I literally just watched that the other night.
Oh, did you really?
I watch Heat way too often.
Heat's another one of those yearly movies you gotta watch. Sometimes twice a year.
Oh, I watch Heat every month. It's genuinely one of my favorite movies.
We learned the only sure thing.
Okay, here's the new maid. Because she pulled out her dumpster shoes, threw them on her goddamn feet because she doesn't give a shit about her feet, apparently.
Things are death and taxes. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. And haven't we all said you can't take it with you? Another
She was really shaking her ass when she walks, isn't she?
Baby.
That.
comforting adage without exceptions in the real world that somehow
This guy is all bass.
Yeah.
No treble.
goes all wonky when considering Exapine's delivered
Wonky.
in the Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. I have another cigarette.
It's Michael Parks.
I have 5 more cigarettes before
What
I
does
do
he?
this night.
What does he say when looking over the bride's dead body? This big tall glass of cocksucker.
Cocksucker ain't dead.
This tall glass of cocksucker ain't dead. I think it's his exact quote.
And this tall drink of cocksucker ain't dead. Yeah.
That's
classic.
Fuck. She's dead. You fuck.
Well, he dies in No, he dies in From Dusk Till Dawn. It's the same character. That's right, yeah. That's the same character from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
Michael Parks. And
I
that's
love
where he
that
gets
all
killed.
his sunglasses on the.
Yeah. Which was from another movie, by the way. Obviously, because Quentin Tarantino rips everything.
Everything's from another movie.
I wonder if he ever ripped off 99 and 44% Dead.
Ooh.
There's some Quentin Tarantino.
On the Twilight Zone.
Quentin Tarantino shit on there.
And she shoots Jeffrey Tambor.
She shot him with a gun.
In the Twilight Zone. It was like a memory erasing bullet. And when everyone else uses that gun, they have their memories.
Rod Sirloin. I
Adam.
gotta have a cigarette just to talk like him.
In the Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
At least he's not trying to do Rod Serling's voice. He's doing his own thing.
Well, Forrest Whitaker, same thing.
Forrest Whitaker tried his cadence, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He didn't try to sound like him, but he did his in the Twilight.
It's such an odd choice, though. Like, who had the idea? For Rod Serling, Twilight Zone 2002. Forrest Whitaker. Like, who? How do you make that connection?
Is there an article on that?
There's gotta be, yeah.
Forrest Whitaker for the Twilight Zone.
It was a bet paid off by the studio.
Okay, nothing. I saw something about his eye, and I'm done.
Forrest Whitaker's a great actor. He's a
Oh,
good screenwriter.
I have a bigger question than why Forrest Whitaker. Why UPN? Why?
Paramount.
No, but you have CBS. Why do UPN?
Paramount owns CBS.
I know.
Or CBS owns Paramount.
I get it.
Yeah.
No, Paramount owns CBS.
Yes.
Why UPN?
United Paramount Network.
I know. Why not throw it on CBS, which is where it's always been?
because they had a new network that was edgier and younger, and they wanted to get a hip audience. They wanted a Fox channel, basically. Because remember, back when Married with Children came out and Fox was fledgling, Married with Children and The Simpsons is what made Fox Fox.
Oh, yeah.
They were trying to recreate Fox for them. They were trying to do that. We need a youthful market. This is going to get the youth to watch. We'll put Arsenio Hall on, whatever.
It wasn't a cool show.
No, it wasn't.
Like, it was
a fledgling network that didn't last very long, and then turned into the WB or whatever, or CW. Turned to CW.
WB turned to CW.
Yeah. What did UBN turn into?
Nothing. It canceled. It stopped.
It just now it's Paramount Plus, which nobody likes. Nobody watches.
Nobody gives a shit about it.
No.
I have no explanations. And anyway, this episode ends with that. It leaves our main character off screen and undisclosed as what the fuck happens to her.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing to happen. I don't know if I've ever seen that in Twilight Zone.
Well,
can you name an episode where the main character just isn't in it anymore? I can't. It's weird writing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have some sort of finish for them. Because I don't know if she left and was arrested for shooting a guy.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Well, you think somebody would have witnessed it and said, bitch ran that way with a gun. Then go get her, go arrest her.
Well, the only witness was Inez, and this girl fucking threatened her. Like, I know what Carlito did to you.
Carlito came for you, man. Carlito, you got everything. I got nothing.
So they're saying she fucked Jeffrey Tambor for some holiday bonuses?
That's what I'm assuming.
But then her threat was, I know you saved those holiday bonuses. I'm like,
yeah. And then the husband fires her anyway.
She couldn't have been that good if she's fired that quick.
She's probably not that good. She's like Scarlett Johansson in bed, dead fish. Dead fish. That's what she is.
Episode's okay. I gave it a 5.
I'll give it a 6.
I want to give it a 6, but it's just not enough in there for me.
I give it 2 stars for Helen Mirren's breasts, 1 star for Jeffrey Tambor, and 1 star for the dead man who killed his girlfriend.
Oh yeah, he's barely in it.
Yeah, well, he's still in it.
Even though and then he killed himself.
He killed himself. Well, heroin did it.
We had a much rougher one with the Mighty Casey, because that guy killed a guy in a bar and went outside, and like that one's fucked up. Like Frank told the whole story, and I don't remember what it was exactly anymore.
Which one's Mighty Casey?
It's the Jack
Klugman.
No, what's his last name from Dirty Work? Jack Ward.
Jack Ward.
Jack Ward.
Yeah,
he plays a baseball coach for the Hoboken Zephyrs.
Okay. Well, can't be any worse than Charlie Rocket, who cut his own throat in his front yard. The guy from SNL, who was like one of the worst performers in SNL.
Charlie Rocket?
He was in This Is Pat. He starred in that movie with Pat.
Charlie Rocket. Now I'm
Charles Rocket. Charlie Rocket. Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, man.
He slit his own throat.
Like a fucking action movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Charlie Rocket.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's like a fucked up story. It's like, wow.
Let's go to death for Charlie Rocket. Rocket was found dead in a field on his Connecticut property on October 7th, 2005, with his throat, same year that one guy died.
Oh my
with his
God.
throat slit. He was 56 years old. 10 days later, not 10 years. The state medical examiner ruled the death a suicide. The police investigation determined that there's no criminal aspect to the case. So he's in good movies too, damn. Well, movies I like Earth Girls Are Easy, Shortcuts, Hocus Pocus, Dumb and Dumber.
Well, that's right.
Murder at 1600, my favorite Wesley Snipes movie.
No.
Titan AE, my favorite Matt Damon movie.
Oh my God.
Delirious, Dances with Wolves. Why are both these guys in Dances with Wolves?
Wow.
No. The other one was the guy from the last episode, Act Break. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We brought it up twice, so that's weird.
Yeah.
Fraternity Vacation. I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyway,
Was he with the movie with F. Murray Abraham?
But there are a lot of Twilight Zone sad ass stories that are just like, how is there this many? Especially going to 85 now, like that's fucked up.
Yeah, well, it's cursed. It's a cursed show. Or there's just so many episodes with so many different actors with so many different shit.
Oh,
so
that's the reality.
Yeah, it's reality. Yeah. There's no mystery. Yeah.
Like the stories on the set of Poltergeist, you're like, well, nothing really happened, so who gives a shit?
Yeah.
My new house burned down and my mom got cancer. That was going to happen whether you did the movie or not. Like, come on. Anyway, yeah, it's okay. I like the episode. Should I give it a 6 then?
I think you did give it a 6.
No, I gave it a 5. I think part of the reason I gave it a 5 was just the lack. I wish they would have focused more on the story, and it feels a little too disconnected toward the end. Like it felt like I knew what ending they're going for, and they didn't care enough to sew it all together. Like, I know you killed me. I'm like, I want to know more about that, and they just didn't show it.
Wow. No.
That's just me. But
no, it was fine. Bob Odenkirk hospitalized after collapsing on Better Call Saul set. Breaking news.
That's not good.
And the Slipknot guy's dead.
I saw that. The original drummer.
Yeah.
46 years old.
Was it drugs?
I don't know, but he's a year younger than Adam.
Oh, shit.
It's fucked. I don't know, but yeah, I saw that. Bob Odenkirk, what? Oh, that sucks.
It's just, he probably exhaustion.
He's got to be about the same age, right? 50. He's probably 50.
He's got to be in his 50s, yeah.
55, 54, somewhere in there. How old's Bob Odenkirk?
He got to be 58, 57, 58. That's my guess.
He is 58.
Yeah, 58. There you go.
He's an inch shorter than I am, according to that, which is weird to think about.
That is short.
Not that short. I'm average. I'm 5'10". He's 5'9".
That's average.
Yeah.
Not like Tom Cruise. He's like, what, 5'6", 5'5"?
He's like 5'5". He's apple box height. We need a guy in the union to bring over apple boxes in every shot.
Pretty much, yeah.
You move those apple boxes without him, you're gonna get fined, motherfucker. That's how tall he is.
Shit. I
love watching Tom Cruise movies and going, like, thinking, how many boxes is he standing on here to be next to this person? Like, that's all I can think about now. Anyway, let's get out of here, right?
Yeah, let's go put on some dead man's shoes and walk out of here.
Well, I will say this. I really hope Bob Odenkirk is fine.
Yes.
Because love him. I have since 95 when I first saw Mr. Show. He's always been there. But anyway, not to get too serious at all, but Dead Woman's Shoes, so close. So close to really good. Couple changes would have been really good. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Yep. Frank,
sounds good.
Thank you for missing these 3 episodes. We got through them pretty quickly. Except this episode was long. Holy shit. Thank you, Shaq. I don't need to do plugs because it's all in the outro. So let's just get to the our government mandated outro.
Yes. So well done.
I don't like living under this Wonderland mandate, but here we go.
Joe Biden's an asshole.
Get your fucking shots or else.
Citizens of Wonderland, rejoice in the fact that we have covered another episode on the podcast. Go to liwstudios.com for more videos and podcasts. Subscribe to Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube. Check out the Indy Sportscar podcast and Way Off Topic Radio. Search on Amazon for books by Richard Pierce. Until next time, and in the meantime, we are Phoenix West, Frank Lynx, and Dick Dickett. So long, citizens. All hail glorious conformity. All hail our glorious leader. Shut off the fucking podcast now.